ass niggas and niggas.
Let's go.
What is good, my guys?
We here. Shakey Vibe Podcast, episode number 31.
You sure it's 31?
31.
Boy, 31 episodes is nuts.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, that's what I'm saying.
You guys already know, I already passed my kidney stone, so I got the My Car Lemonade. It's back, so this one's going to be lit as fuck.
My sir, lemonade, I haven't had one of those in so long, bro. Like, every time, literally every time I see you drinking one of them, I'm like, yo, I miss a little piece of home.
It's good.
Legitly, I miss.
I'm liking these better than Coronas, because Coronas, when they get warm, they got a nasty taste. This one will get warm all day long and still tastes good. I'll drink it warm.
Because it's not beer. Beer tastes like piss warm. That still tastes like lemonade. It just tastes like warm lemonade.
That is a fact.
That if you drink too much of it, gets you drunk.
That's a fact. That is a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for coming to episode 31. Tonight,
we got something special for them.
We got someone special. I like to call him the Italian rapper, the Canadian bomber. Let's take that off, because Canadian bomber, they're gonna start sending FBI and all these niggas knocking on his door. I don't want that.
No, they're gonna knock on your door. You're the one that said it.
Oh, they could try to knock on my door. I got 2 dogs and they bite. My guys, your guy, this guy is fire. If you don't listen to his music, you guys are trash. My man, Versvs. What is good, my guy?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. You guys can hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, you good,
baby. Hear you loud and clear, fam.
Sick.
You good.
Sick.
So what is good, man? What have you been up to? How have you been, sir?
Good, man. Well, first of all, yeah, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I've been good. Working on a lot of music. Recently, I think not even a month ago, signed my first deal. So I've been busy, super busy since. So working on that.
Congratulations on that, my guy.
Cheers with this. Cheers.
That's dope.
Now, is this right? I got the first question that I got.
Yeah.
You started your rap career in 2019?
Something like that. I think my first song on all platforms was like 2018, but that was my first song. I think it was end of 2018. So you're right. 2018, 2019, something like that. Yeah.
And in what? 19, 3.5, let's call it 4, just to say 4.
Yeah.
So in 4 years, you've gotten features with Royce.
Yeah.
King, Crooked.
Yeah, legend.
Hercules, and you got your first deal. That's insane.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks. We're trying. I appreciate it.
But, I mean, if people have listened to your rap, I mean, it makes sense.
Thank you.
It makes all the sense in the world.
Thank you.
So, how was that feeling when you actually was able to collab with those individuals?
Oh man, the first one was Crooked. I think the first big feature I had was King Crooked, which is, by the way, in my maybe we'll get to lists later, but in my top 5 permanently, I got Crooked, because Crooked is an absolute legend, and I was just starting. I didn't have any catalog for him to be like, to actually know who I was, but I sent him the track. I connected through DMs. It was as simple as that. Sent him the track. I was like, look, don't even respond to me if you think this is whack, but if you like it, let's see if we can make something happen.
Right.
And not even 2 weeks after, I had his verse.
And that was in your first album.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. The song is called Bullshit. Yeah. And
bucket list checked right off the bat.
That was insane. Yeah, it was a crazy moment, and after that, I was like, okay, what do I do from here? Because I thought that was a, I thought
I'm gonna retire now. Fuck
yeah,
you guys.
good.
Well, what you did from there is you got King Los and you got Royce on your second album.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. The reason it meant so much to me is because I grew up listening to them, the whole Slaughterhouse, the whole Shady Records. Oh man, like that was my life, right, growing up. So it was a crazy feeling. And
oh,
it was such a crazy feeling. He froze.
You got
the FBI. What did you do, Ray? What did you do, Ray?
I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me.
Uh-oh.
He's such a fast rapper. He's actually talking right now. It just seems like he's staying still.
Wait, nothing yet? Okay, let me try again.
Oh, you're good now. You're good.
You're good.
Okay, sick. Yeah. No, it was a crazy feeling, and then from Crooked actually loved the song, and then from there the Royce feature happened because I kind of threw it out there like, hey, if you actually fuck with the music, then you might put me in touch with someone else, and then the Royce feature happened, which was crazy. Yeah.
Golly. Now it was
that's the thing. So that's the thing in the game. If you get a feature, and when you do tracks with the features, if you eat the beat and you hold your own bar for bar with these cats, the hip hop community, even though it's big, it's not that big. So people will fucking hear it. So it's like that's lit. That's crazy. So when did you pick up the pen though? So you started putting out music 3 years ago, but when did you actually pick up the pen?
Yeah, so I think like 3 years before that. 3 years before that first song I was talking about, I was living in France at the time. I was doing my high school there, and I started writing. When you first start, you don't take it seriously right away. It's just for fun. It was like, oh, can I do what these guys are doing? I started kind of, studying the craft, analyzing what these guys were doing with the syllables and stuff. It was just also fascinating to me, the lyrical aspect in particular. But I just started. It was absolute garbage. I think like everyone starting, it was trash. But if you love it enough, right? If you're passionate enough, you stick to it, and you're only gonna get better naturally. And then I moved to Canada, and that's when I released my first song. I think the first thing that made me realize I could actually do this was one summer I had a video get to like 3 million views on Facebook or something like that. So, and I didn't have music out at the time. Yeah, so I didn't have music out at the time. So I'm like, oh wow, people, because the first insecurity will be like, do people actually like this? So when you have 3 million people and they're sharing it and everything, you're like, oh, like people actually relate and this can be a thing. And from there, it just put in more and more work, and here we are.
So we got a question right off the bat, right out the gate, that we got a bunch of questions. So our peoples here are really interactive. They're gonna ask you everything. We haven't opened up the floor yet, but I know a few people that are in the chat right now.
Yeah,
are new to you.
Yeah.
We ask this question to everybody on the show. If somebody is hearing you for the first time, and they ask you the question, what song of yours would you want someone to hear for the first time so they can get a better understanding of who Versvs is? Yeah. What is the first song people should listen from your account?
High Token.
High Token. He responded.
That's fire.
Thank you.
All right, so y'all want to hear High Token? Then we'll do it.
I'm sorry, Versvs, that I had to take that question from you. That song is crazy.
It was a tough question anyway, so I'm glad you answered it. Go ahead.
I got your back. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all make sure to throw some flames in the chat, man. Make sure y'all throw some flames. Where is it? I know I already passed it. Oh, it is right.
Before you start playing Versvs, when Shakes told me, yo, we got Versvs coming on to the podcast and everything, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't familiar with your music.
Okay.
And I started going to this wormhole, and I was like, what the fuck?
Facts.
Thanks, man.
Big facts.
What was I, bro? Like, Holy shit. By far, you just jumped on my list like that.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Well, there's just so much music out there. It's hard to be aware of everything, right? I get it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. This one right here is High Token. Let's go.
Token. Talk about motivating people, man. I just wanted to say hi. Thought I couldn't do better with the cash flow, but again, I didn't want me to go with the fast flow. Cause it's been a minute, but with the pin, no limit. Every single minute is a sin committed. I'm building my path slow. They are really livid, but I see you winning, and I'm glad. Toe, cats off, chapeau, man, glow. That shows you can still be lyrical and get it and make mad dough. Pack shows that scope. Only the beginning, and we pass most.
That is what you call fucking syllables drop with no lubrication. Fuck.
Every single minute is a sin committed. I'm building my path slow. They are really livid, but I see you winning, and I'm glad. Toe, cats off, chapeau, man, glow. That shows you can still be lyrical and get it and make mad dough. Pack shows that scope. Only the beginning, and we pass most. I saw the high Billy and the hot cold. Then I said, fuck it, wanted to say hot token. I go, and I'm hoping that we're definitely getting closer to the day that I will win. Cause I'm getting hungry as fuck and they don't see me. I'll go to battle with anyone. This is war season. I feel like Eminem killing Machine Gun after the song with Tech, bitch. I will diss you for no reason.
Yes, sir. Fuck yeah. God damn.
We don't fuck with subliminals over her. Jesus.
Not at all.
I will win, cause I'm getting hungry as fuck and they don't see me. I'll go to battle with anyone, this is war season. I feel like Eminem killing Machine Gun after the song with Tech, bitch. I will diss you for no reason. God on speed dial, devil on wait. Let me kill another beat now. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
All of these listen, been on top of my city, but now they trying to play. Still no recognition, bitches not giving me the time of day. But next time you see me, put your hands together and bow to me. Cause I came in the game and I'm a stay kinda fake. Y'all are snakes, wonder about my final fate. Well, I'll be visible, living competitor, kill syllables every night on stage. They don't support me, but the day they'll see me pop, they'll be like, it's Versvs. I grew up with the guy, okay. Damn it, this shit's insanity. Becoming just who I plan to be. Thank you if you're a fan of me. Turn a dream to reality. Did it all by myself, don't expect you to give a hand to me. Speak 4 languages and bitches keep misunderstanding me. Damn, but I'm getting comfortable coming through. She said that I only wanna smash it, is nothing new. Cause when overthinking's the only thing you fucking do, then fucking becomes the only thing you really wanna do. How many people stole my flow, bitch? I can roll on in your opponent, sending my condolences. I lose control at any moment. I was.
Yo, the flow switching and transitions are just, they're so clean.
Thanks.
They're so clean, man.
I'm gonna let you guys know.
Coming through.
What's that?
I'm gonna let everybody in the chat know right now. If you guys love yourselves, don't listen to this man when you high. I tried doing that 2 nights ago, and I almost shit myself twice.
She said that I only wanna smash it, is nothing new. Cause when overthinking's the only thing you fucking do, then fucking becomes the only thing you really wanna do. How many people stole my flow, bitch? I can roll on in your opponent, sending my condolences. I lose control at any moment. I was broken, I think you noticed I was frozen. Now I'm blowing, I could go on tour, coast to coast, kill a show with Token. They wanna make me a household name, but I still call my mother every morning, every single day. They wanna make me a household name, but the drugs and the fame, I ain't about those things. Switch it up. Yeah. I'm a one-stop shop for the energy pop. I will never be. This is hip-hop. Call cops, it's a felony. Matter of fact, shots, documentary. Never stop, never drop flops. I'll forever be making guap at the top. Fuck the enemies, they cannot chop. Stop, so I let them be. I compete with anyone who's never been ahead.
I gotta bring it back a little bit. Sorry.
So, real quick, Versvs, you don't like people. So that's what you're saying.
I don't like people.
You don't like people at all.
When I write these kind of tracks, it's just me versus everyone else. It's just
that's a fact. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's how I approach it. Yeah.
Call cops, it's a felony. Matter of fact, shots, documentary. Never stop, never drop flops. I'll forever be making guap at the top. Fuck the enemies, they cannot chop non-stop, so I let them be. I compete with anyone who's never been ahead of me. Just wanted to show you I can do this flow too. Token, you've been a motivation, this shit is so true. 15 was telling the page what I go through. Only wrote because I needed to, not because I chose to. Have ambition, rap persistent, crash the business, pad and pencil, that's the mission. Feel like when I rap and I spaz on this bitch, I answer Dre's questions. That's the difference, let's go.
Oh, that's fire.
Thank you.
So Shake just gave up on. Oh, I thought you just completely said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Oh, like, fuck you guys. It's my show. I'm taking over now. Yeah. So if y'all ain't familiar with this cat right here, now you are. Multiple flow switches. So you speak. We gotta ask the question because the question was in this song. If you paid attention.
Yeah.
what 4 languages, or what are the 4 languages that you speak? We know French because you said you lived in France.
Yeah, French, Italian, Spanish, and English.
God damn.
Yeah.
I know the answer to that.
Yeah,
I know the answer to this question because I listen to the music and stuff like that. Ray knows the answer because he's gone through a bit of your catalog. How many languages do you incorporate in your raps?
So I started when I started. It was just English. I didn't want to. For some reason, I was kind of against the idea of incorporating more languages, and then people kept saying like, "Oh, I have a pretty big fan base in Italy," so they kept saying, "Oh, we want to hear you rap in Italian." So just for the fans, for fun, I did a remix of a song. It wasn't even a song that dropped on my platforms, but just to see how it would go, and it went crazy. And I actually enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed mixing 2 languages because your dictionary expands, and now you can rhymes crossing the languages, and it's just pretty crazy. So I had a lot of fun with that, and I kept doing it for like 2 or 3 songs. I did that with Italian, and then in my last song, I had like 1 or 2 lines of Spanish, 1 or 2 lines in French, just to kind of start slow. But in the future, who knows? There's always this idea of maybe making a song with like 4 verses, 1 in each language. So I'm working on that, but yeah, that'll be sick.
Oh my God!
Are there any dope Italian rappers in Italy?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty big with the I'm a pretty big fan of the hip hop scene in Italy. There's some insanely skilled rappers.
Have you not thought about like DMing them, being like, "Yo, let's jump on a track together"?
Yeah.
How big up your fans in Italy and shit like that.
Yeah, so I actually have. I've worked with 3 or 4 rappers in Italy. One of them a pretty big one actually, like a top 5 rapper there. I toured with him last summer in Italy, so I was opening for him kind of.
Yeah. So while the whole world's closed with COVID, you're touring Italy.
Yeah, yeah.
Motherfucker. Okay, we're gonna end the call. I don't want to go on anymore. Like, screw you. I'm in the Philippines on lockdown. We can't leave the fucking house. And this guy's touring fucking Italy.
But yeah, it was fun. But when I did those songs, I actually still didn't incorporate the languages. So I think if I do get a feature soon with someone, from Italy, Spain, or France, I'll definitely play with that concept. It'll be cool.
Yeah, in your last track, I heard, I was listening to it, and then I was like, all right, so I understood, I'm bilingual, so I understood what you said in Spanish. I was like, okay, that's dope. Okay. And then you started speaking Italian, which Italian, a little bit of Spanish.
It's
so I was like, is that fucking Spanish, or this nigga just made up a language?
Yeah.
I was like, hold on, man. And then I started going down the wormhole, found out that you knew multiple languages and shit. Right. So I was like, okay, it makes sense. Right. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So I got to ask this. So were you, because like, how did you, okay, so you're from there, lived in France, you're from Italy, lived in France. Yeah. How did you land on Canada?
So I lived in various countries growing up because of my parents' jobs and stuff like that. So I was kind of all over the place. And then when I was in France, my dad, his work took him to Calgary, Canada, where I am right now. And so at that time, I had to pick where to go for university. I knew I wanted to study in English. I didn't want to study in French or Italian or do school there. So I was like, might as well just go where my father is. So I'm with family, So I came to Canada in 2013, 2014. And then did university there. In the meantime, my dad relocated again for his job, so now I'm kind of left here, but I'm enjoying it, and the music is going well, and I can't complain.
So where you were located in Europe, where you lived, were you prepared for the Calgary winters?
No, definitely not.
Okay, so like the stereotype when you hear about like winter in Canada, they're talking about Calgary. Oh. When you think about like literally like freezing cold, 30 feet of they get snowstorms in May.
Yeah,
they get 2 feet of snow in May, and I'm not even exaggerating with that.
But like,
and it's flat. So when it's windy, like your neighbor 10 miles away gets hit with the same gust of fucking wind. It's fucking cold.
At least a few weeks a year, Calgary's like the coldest city in the world. Like globally, the coldest city in the world at that time during winter. So it is brutal. It is brutal.
Y'all can have that. I'll stick to my Florida summers. I'm good.
And it's like everybody in Canada hates people from Toronto. I don't know if you do yet. I don't know if you're that Canadian.
I'm not that Canadian. I don't care.
What is there to do in Calgary aside from the Calgary Stampede?
That's a great.
That's only there for a short period of time.
That's
and
a
after
great.
that, like, do you not get bored?
I mean, it's funny because it's still a big city. Like there's over 1 million people, so you think there should be enough activities, and I think the cold kind of ruined that whole culture of going out and doing this and doing that because you don't have a lot of time to do that. So now it's fine. It's like patio season, right? People are outside enjoying. In the summer, Calgary's great. It really is. But in the winter, it's brutal. I often wonder, what am I doing here?
Calgary is the Canadian Texas, where there's cowboys everywhere.
Alberta,
Instead of it being really, really hot, it's really fucking cold.
Right? Yeah, it's an opposite Texas. Yeah.
So you're telling me that the horses' balls are freezing off?
Alberta has like the best beef, like some of the best beef in the world.
Yeah, in the world. Yeah, it's awesome. See, that's another pro. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go to Canada.
Yeah.
I was gonna
say that. I was not gonna go in the winter. Fuck that shit.
So we live with your boy Versvs Shakey Vibe Podcast, episode 31. We are now opening the floor to all of y'all, so y'all don't be shy. Ask your questions to this man right here.
I got a question real quick because I read something about you.
Okay.
That I was just like, I need to ask him this. You worked for oil and gas industry.
Yeah, where'd you read that?
Don't worry about it. I don't worry about information, brother. I do my research to people that I fuck with. When I heard your music, I was like, I need to know everything about this dude.
Sick. Yeah.
So was that before you picked up the pen or after?
Or during?
No, I was doing music on the side, but I graduated finance at the University of Calgary and started working. Like I worked at a bank, hated that, went to oil and gas, hated that, but I still had to work, right? Got to pay the bills. So I was doing music on the side until like a month ago. That's when I got signed and I quit my job. So
now is that like, because I'm pretty sure you're a student of the game, so you do see a lot of people that they work for years and years and years and years before somebody even pays mind to them.
Yeah.
When all this to me in a matter of 3 to 4 years to happen to you,
right?
It must be blowing your fucking mind.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, with the amount of I get what you're saying, but like the amount of work I put in, it's still I felt even after 1 or 2 years. I felt like, why is no one paying any attention? Because I felt like I was giving so much. So if it's 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, if anyone is working hard towards that goal, it'll feel like a lifetime. I feel like it'll still be like, why is this not happening right now? And you're going to work doing something you're not passionate about. Never easy. And I know most people are there, right? It's very hard to get out of that. But no, I'm definitely super grateful. That the label paid attention and here I am.
Who did you sign with?
So so it's actually it was a label. The label was just founded. It's called Culinary Records, spelled with a K. So it's a label that was
I saw that in your video.
Yeah, it was established here in Calgary, and I was their first signing. So it kind of, I'm kind of very involved in the label itself, not only as an artist, but even even everything that's going behind the scenes. So it's a pretty cool.
That's lit. Like, so is it distribution or is it a full-on deal?
Full-on deal.
Congrats, man.
Full-on deal.
Congrats, fam.
Congratulations on that one, man.
Thank you so much.
That's crazy.
I gotta ask this. So did like most of your, because you've collabed with a lot of dope fucking people, but like one person that jumped out to me, not that like you've collabed with hella famous people, but one cat that's really blowing up Canada is Merc. How did you get the Mercules collabs going? Like, just DMs and shit like that?
Yeah, like honestly, I wish I had cooler stories, but nowadays And to anyone that is listening, if they're making music and they're artists, like, don't be shy to reach out to people that initially you might think will not pay any mind to you, because you really never know what can happen. And it's a DM. It doesn't take a long time for you to type up a DM, right? As long as you're polite with it, you know what you're saying, you don't come across as rude or begging for something, you can really get some people to pay some attention. And that's what happened with Merc. I messaged him. And I always message whoever I'm contacting for a feature when I have a song ready that I feel is appropriate for them and I see they can fit and it's a good fit and everything. Because if you just message for the sake of messaging, it can be years before you actually have that track. So I usually do that when I have something ready. He loved it, and we went from there. And I worked with him twice. I have 2 songs with him.
That's lit.
Yeah,
that's dope.
I think we need to hear one of those songs, if you don't mind, Versvs.
Yeah, let's do it. We can hear "Man of the House." That's one of my favorite songs that I've done recently. So,
I was gonna leave that one for a reaction. I was gonna do a reaction to it,
okay.
But I mean, we can do a live one right now. We can do a live one right now. Fuck it.
Too late.
So you haven't heard it yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay, sick. Live reaction then.
Live. And take that FUBU shirt off. Ain't nobody wore FUBU since 1998.
I have a FUBU jacket I can wear.
Oh, I'm just talking shit. I got 3 FUBU shirts and 2 FUBU shorts, so I'm good.
It's funny because when he sold FUBU, the company he sold them to, when I moved out here, FUBU was like a brand that like is in every shopping. They have stores everywhere out here in Southeast Asia. So like I hadn't seen that shit in 15 years, and I'm just like,
that's crazy.
FUBU. Really? So I was like, fuck, yeah, I'll cop some FUBU. Plus, I am in Southeast Asia, so like everything here is like I'm King Kong here. So to buy clothes and find shit that's gonna fit me, it's impossible. So
yeah. You take two mediums and you cut them in half and you sew them together.
No, dude, you can buy like an extra large, and that's gonna fit like my 10-year-old son.
Jesus.
This is Blankos,
and that's not even an exaggeration.
Multiplayer game where you can unlock, earn, and sell NFT.
All right, this is Man of the House, your boy Versvs, featuring Mercules. Let go.
Every time I'm looking at myself and I doubt, I'm thinking, goddamn it, I'm out. But the people need me to rip one more song up. Guess it's what the fans are about. So I gotta just stand and be proud. Can't stay on the ground, can't let the family down. They say this game is my new home now. Well, I'm guessing I'm the man of the house, goddamn. Ever since I was young, all the doubt came from my mind. Gotta stay on my grind, can't pay you no mind. I just gotta keep slaying every page, every rhyme, any day, anytime. Like I spray with a 9, go insane, it's a sign. Cause every time I spit, I got it. So if I slip, no problem. It's only right they think I hit that bottom. Cause I came from behind, yeah. And now I'm chilling with some very fine bitches and they mad.
I hit that bottom, so I came from behind? Holy shit.
I got it, so if I slip, no problem. It's only right they think I hit that bottom. Cause I came from behind, yeah. And now I'm chilling with some very fine bitches and they mad cause they figured it is bedtime. Giving me a headache like I'm sipping on some red wine. Gotta kill bars cause I feel I got a deadline. Get a deadline, wait, I can't just stop. Not even if my face got rocked or my brains got shot. Cause every time they think I'm going down, I surprise them and I peak like it's GameStop stocks. Yeah, and I remember chilling in the car with her, vibing and hearing Mercules ripping it. Now I got a track with the man. Damn, I don't even know if she's listening. But in doubt, I keep killing it cause when
I'll bring it back. You can get lost. You can get lost in his cadence, like really. Yes. He's got that flow where whether he's flow switching or not, you can get lost in the cadence and delivery really, really easy.
Real fast.
Figured it is bedtime, giving me a headache like I'm sipping on some red wine. Gotta kill bars cause I feel I got a deadline. Get a deadline, wait, I can't just stop. Not even if my face got rocked or my brains got shot. Cause every time they think I'm going down, I surprise them.
Huh?
I just caught that. Damn, with the bars, that shit's fire.
Cause I feel I got a deadline, get a deadline. Wait, I can't just stop. Not even if my face got rocked or my brains got shot. Cause every time they think I'm going down, I surprise them and I peak like it's GameStop stocks. Yeah, and I remember chilling in the car with her, vibing and hearing Mercules ripping it. Now I got a track with the man. Damn, I don't even know if she's listening. But in doubt, I keep killing it. Cause when defeat seems imminent, I reach pinnacles. And I'm winning cause I recovered and I'm fucking tracks up. iCloud, I lost shit since I got back up. So every time I'm looking at myself and I doubt, I'm thinking, God damn it, I'm out. But the people need me to rip one more song up. Guess it's what the fans are about. So I gotta just stand and be proud. Can't stay on the ground. Can't let the family down. They say this game is my new home now. Well, I'm guessing I'm the man of the house. Goddamn.
It's kinda crazy what's been happening now. There's blood rushing in my head until I have to sit down. Cause I was broke all of a sudden, now I have this allowance and cash in accounts. Like what the fuck, I'm laughing out loud. I had to take a step back, it's a lot for me to grasp. But I put the work in instead of talking out my ass. I was haunted by my past, but the progress that I've had made it worth it. I mean, verses of
Like, you know what's fucking lit is the fact that when you get a feature from these dope artists, they actually take the time to give you a dope 16.
And I wanted to say this before he played the track. You two sound very good together on the track.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
Like, I've heard guys pay for features from certain artists, and it's like they just give you a throwaway verse. But
Right.
I know I brought it back a little bit, but I know the next line he was shouting your name out in it. So you know he actually, like, that's you got flames. Like, that's dope as fuck, man.
Thanks.
Well, I'm guessing I'm the man of the house. Goddamn.
It's kinda crazy what's been happening now. There's blood rushing in my head until I have to sit down. Cause I was broke all of a sudden, now I have this allowance and cash in accounts. Like what the fuck, I'm laughing out loud. I had to take a step back, it's a lot for me to grasp. But I put the work in instead of talking out my ass. I was haunted by my past, but the progress that I've had made it worth it. I mean, versus a body in the track. I don't care about the cost of the chain on your neck. Where I came from, it was hard, you had to gain your respect. It was painful, I guess you could say that I'm blessed. Cause I made it and I'm thankful every day for success. But a lot goes with it they don't warn you about. I used to think I had problems, I got more of them now. Like where the fuck do I begin? I'm still sorting them out. It's fucking horrible the way I tend to torture myself. But I had to make a promise to the people I love. I stared deeper in the mirror just to see who I was. Since I gave him my 2 cents, I guess I'll keep it a buck. I've been feeling anxious, I think I need to get drunk. You know that feeling that you get when something's fucking with you? Well, that's my everyday struggle with this substance abuse. I guess I really used to think that I had something to prove. Now I'm the man of the house, so I got nothing to lose. Fuck.
Every time I'm looking at myself and I doubt, I'm thinking, God damn it, I'm out. But the people need me to rip one more song up. Guess it's what the fans are about. So I gotta just stand and be proud. Can't stay on the ground. Can't let the family down. They say this game is my new home now. Well, I'm guessing I'm the man of the house. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Boy. Wow. That's what you call a fucking track right there, bro.
Thank you. Glad you like it.
What the fuck is your writing process, bro?
Yeah, that's an interesting question because I don't even know.
The link for this man is just posted in the chat. Make sure y'all go sub up to this man's channel.
Facts.
Yeah. So I usually, I always start with a beat first of all. Like I need a beat to inspire me. But even before that, I usually throughout the day will just write any wordplay, bars, any puns that come in my head. I'll usually write them like on my notes if I'm outside, like on my phone or whatever. Or if I'm home, I'll write them down on actual paper because I actually write on paper. But and then after that, it's always one line that will kind of inspire a whole track. If I have a beat that I like and I have one bar that I think is super fire and deserves to be in that song, everything just comes after that. The rhyme schemes just start pouring out, and we just go from there.
Wow.
That's pretty much it. But it depends. Some songs take much longer than others. Other songs, when you're super inspired and maybe it's been a while that I've been having bars in my head, they'll take no time. Like the last one, the ISIS remix I did for that Joiner contest that ended up going viral on TikTok and stuff. That was written in like less than half a day, like super quick. Recorded that same day, shot a video the same night, and we just did everything. But it depends.
Before you signed, were you the one doing your mixing and mastering, or did you have people that you work with and fuck with?
I have people that I work with. I don't do my mixing and mastering. I don't know how to do that stuff. No idea. But they work their magic, and it sounds perfect, and I'm happy.
Oh yeah, it sounds good as hell.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds good as hell.
Yeah,
now, are you planning on I know you went touring in Italy in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you planning on doing any type of tours in the States?
Yes, I'd love to. I think we're gonna start doing some shows, more shows locally. I can't announce anything officially yet, but there's definitely at least 2 or 3 that are going to be announced very, very soon locally. And then the goal is to tour after I drop my album, my project. So there's no, I can't give a release date on that, but it's going to be pretty soon. We're working on some dope singles and releasing the songs that we think can do best as singles and the music videos and all that. And once we feel like it's the right time, the album will drop. And once it drops, we'll definitely tour.
Any features that you could talk about that might be on the album?
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you I guess an exclusive right now. It's dope. There's a feature coming next Friday, which I haven't announced yet, but I'm telling you guys. So for everyone else, it's going to be a surprise drop. It's just going to drop out of nowhere. So June 17th, it's actually with Gone. Rapper from Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. Gone is fucking insane.
So
good.
fire. He's
really
so underrated fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I got goosebumps.
So
June 17th, my man Versvs is getting a reaction. That's a fact.
There you go. Yeah, I love reactions, man. I always love seeing that. June 17th, music video too with Gone. So that's dropping June 17th.
That's awesome. Oh my
now,
god.
Is this your second project with Gone?
It is. Yeah. I one of the tracks I did with one of the Italian rappers I mentioned had Gone on it, so it was a U.S., Canada, Italy kind of connection. But I feel like it was the right time because both Gone and I improved a lot in this last year and a half or so. Like we really took it, I think, to the next level. I see him doing some big things. He's blowing up, which he definitely deserves. Amazing lyricist, amazing rapper. So we just felt like it was the right time. So it's not even a feature. We're both like it's a collab. We're both primary artists. It'll drop on all our platforms. So
that's fire.
That's lit. When you guys both share it, it's not one person's track.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because then you're building like a business relationship. You're not just like, here's your feature, and then like the person with more streams, subscribers, or whatnot, they already got paid, so there's no incentive for them to share it, plug it. Like,
exactly.
So this way, you both use your shit together and boost the plays, boost the views, and that's lit, man. That's definitely lit. And that's dropping. You said June 17th.
June 17th, yeah, next Friday, yeah.
Wow,
that's gonna be super fire.
Super excited for that one. It's honestly, I'm not saying it just because I'm on the song, but it's one of Gone's best verses that I've ever heard him spit. Like he went absolutely crazy. The song, it's a solid track.
Are you one of those cats that after you've heard your shit mixed and mastered, you kind of don't like listening to it again? Like, or when you hear it, you're just like,
I listen to it, like, we just listen to it so many times that it gets tired. Like, there's some songs that I just hate that I've done that, if someone, like, if they're a good song and it did well, like, I still appreciate it, but I just can't listen to it myself. It's just, especially if you have a video and you're making TikToks and stuff, that means you probably, like, had 35 different versions of the video. You're editing your TikTok all day, listening to that. It just becomes
you're done. Yeah, you're done with that. Somebody in the day. You're fine.
I already knew the answer from when the first question I asked you was like, which song do you want to play that gets people like that you would want to turn people onto your music? And you're like, that's a tough question. It's either because you like all your music or you've heard them all so many like throughout the process that it's just you don't want to listen to them anymore.
But I've had that question is an interesting one because I was never able to actually respond accurately, or it took me a lot of time to think. But then talking to people, I realized, like, whenever I'm with friends and someone asks my friends, like, oh, play one song of Versvs that you think we'd like, they always play the same one. So it kind of, that's my answer now, is Invisible. It's the first song on the Invisible album, because that's the one that gives a more of an insight into my personal, like, really personal life. It's not too much about flows and bars, but it has a whole life story, and so people like that when they're first getting to know an artist. It's a cool
And
thing.
the Invisible album, that's the one with Royce and Los, right?
Correct. Yeah. And that's the opening track is called Invisible, and it basically it's my story of how I dealt with mental health, how I started rapping, how I moved to Canada, basically my life, like summarized in 3 verses. So if anyone asks, that's usually the go-to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Futuristic.
Oh, yeah.
You got a track with Futuristic as well.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Yeah, that was how did that come about? I feel like that was the first or second bigger feature I did. It was very I think I was following him and I was liking the songs he was doing. I kept like messaging him and you could tell I was kind of studying what he was doing, so I think he appreciated that. And then right before Christmas we dropped Hate. It was just a concept I had about just kind of I guess I was starting to rap seriously, and so it was the first time I had to deal with the online comments and stuff like that, right? Which now I learned not to pay too much attention to, but at the time I just wanted to make a song responding to that and talking about it kind of in an ironic way. He just seemed like the right guy to do it, so yeah.
Well, that's definitely a fact.
Yeah.
That's definitely a fact.
Yeah.
Now the question that you were already knowing it was coming. Top 5. Dead or alive.
Top 5,
Versus it is on you.
We already know one because he said he's on the list no matter what.
Yeah, he did say one. Yeah.
What's your top 4? Because King Crook's already got one of them.
Crook is on it. M is my undisputed GOAT.
Oh, you just got a new fan. And he already was a fan, but now you got an even bigger fan.
That's my guy right there, man. I don't give a fuck what no one says about Versvs. I'll smack the dog shit out of anybody. I'm a stand, brother. I am a stand.
Oh, man, like, he's just like, it's just ridiculous. It's honestly what M does is just ridiculous. I can't find the words. M, I'll put Tech 9, man. Tech 9 is one of my, yeah. And again, my top 5 changes a lot. Like, I usually say I have 2 different top 5s, like one for the impact they have on the culture and one that is more personal to me and who I listen to.
Always changes though.
But,
yeah, we had that conversation the last podcast. I got like 7 different top 5s.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, because like impact on the culture, like Jay, Tupac, Biggie, Big Pun, Big L, Rakim, there's just way too many to even. But what I listen to personally, Royce, Tech, Crooked, M. Who do I put as a 5th one? Tech, Crooked, M. I'll put Jay. I'll put Jay-Z. I'll put Jay-Z in there. I'll put Nas is amazing too. Man, there's just
so much, bro.
That fifth spot always changes.
I gotta also ask.
Yeah.
Your name. Where did your name come from?
Yeah. So. I guess I kind of mentioned it briefly when you said you hate people. I was like, when I approach these tracks, it's me versus everyone. That was a part of when I started writing. It just felt like it was me versus everyone else. And since I started, it was all about the lyrics, so it was about the verses. So I was like, my verses versus everyone else. Just made sense to call it verses. And then initially it was spelled with a U instead of the V, and then we realized that VS also spells verses at the end of the name, so it just seemed like a cool kind of logo, I guess, to have cool branding. So we went with that.
That's dope.
You gotta ask the question. It's like it's different. It's different. I remember. I remember first time hearing you before you said your name in the tracks and stuff like that. I was like, this dude's dope. But how do you pronounce his name?
Yeah. Yeah. I've had there's a lot of
real talk. I'm gonna keep it 100. I gotta keep it a buck. You know what I mean?
I was literally about 4.5 hours saying, is it really Versvs or is it some Italian shit that I've never heard before?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's gonna play on words.
There's
is
a lot
his
of
name a double entendre? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And
then the song it's Versvs. Okay, done.
Yeah. If I say it, it's easier. But there's a lot of reaction videos, like the first time some YouTubers react. If it's their first song reacting to me, they have no idea how to say the name. Some of them get it right, some of them don't, but it's fine. Like, yeah, I guess once they start listening to one or two songs, it becomes pretty apparent.
So Big Kahuna's got a question. Big Kahuna, the plug. Shout out to the Godfather.
Yeah.
Big Kahuna's wondering if we will ever see, or if we will see, a Versvs and Crypt track.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. I've been in touch with Crypt. We went back and forth in the past, almost a year ago though, talking, seeing if we could do something. It's just one of those things that never came together yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up happening because he's doing his thing. Yeah, definitely. That can happen for sure. Yeah.
That'll be a 2-second track because both of you rap fast.
Yeah.
Have you always spit in double time, or is that something you worked on and practiced? Like,
I think it was honestly, I think it was one of the first skills I developed writing. I was a fast fan rap, like, because I think fast rap is dope. Like, but there's also this thing where people that don't know too much about rap, or when they first start listening, there's this thing, fast rap equals dope, like no matter what, right? And I was
that generic.
Yeah, I was never really on that wave because you do need to, if you want to rap fast, you still need to incorporate some cool stuff in it. Otherwise, you're just rapping fast, and it doesn't really take that much of a skill. So I definitely improved in that sense. I think in the beginning when I was starting to write, I was like, this is dope, I'm going fast. And then I realized that there's a lot more to it than that. Yeah.
I've always said that about fast rap. There's like Screwface said this. There's good fast rap and there's bad fast rap. Mm-hmm. If you could do fast rap to the point where I understand everything you're saying, and it's not getting me to the point where I have to rewind it constantly because I don't know what the hell you just said.
Yeah. You need to enunciate. Yeah.
And then, but those other fast rappers, they just, and then you're like, what?
Yeah, that takes.
I don't even think he used words there.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
Like that's what got me into the first track I listened to, and I was just like, okay, so he's my type of fast rapper because I fuck with Tech Nine, I fuck with all these fast rappers. What's that one with Tech Nine? What's his name? I'm drunk.
Chris Calico.
Yeah. And all that, and I'm just like, I'm fucking with that type of music because Tech Nine is one of the goats in that fast rap shit.
Yeah.
Like, but I understand every single syllable, every single bar, every scheme that he puts in his shit. You can understand it.
Yeah.
And that's fucking dope. But that's got to be like difficult to fucking write though.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's about clarity. It's about clarity. Like the last one I did on the ISIS remix, I remember before going to the studio, we were kind of rushing it too because I was late to the submission on the Joiner contest and everything. So I was just like in the car before getting to the studio, just practicing those lines. Like, I'll bet you ready bitches ready to go against the midst of bitch, to put you in a bitch where we in an instant. Like to make it that clear, I just kept practicing it all day. It takes quite a bit, but yeah.
Definitely.
See, I don't like it the way you just came out the fucking pocket with that shit, and you just did it like it was nothing. You just rapped that like it was like nah. Like if I just said I'm gonna go get some pizza rolls. Jesus Christ.
It's fact, but I'm a fan of fast rap. But if you're just gonna, but you're not gonna jump in and out of the pocket. You're not gonna flip it up. That's what I call the generic double time, where it's like, yeah, it's good, but
you're rapping throughout the whole track. You're speed rapping throughout the whole track. Yeah. See, I like when you rap because you'll speed it up, and then there'll be a pocket that you'll just slow it down a little bit, and you start eating, and then you go right back to fucking rapping crazy.
Right.
And so, I mean, you give us how you say that word, Shakes? I didn't graduate from high school. How'd you say it?
Which one? What are you?
Generic rap?
No. But you give us more than what just a regular fast rapper gives.
Variety?
That's the word. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I drank 17 Coronas and a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'm good. I'm good, though. I'm still standing up.
Yeah.
Now, any future collabs, like, do you follow the independent artists, like the YouTube I don't like calling them YouTube rappers because I don't really consider them YouTube rappers. The rapper's a rapper.
Mm.
Whether you're on YouTube or not, it is what it is. But do you really consider? Yeah, it's right there, baby. Do you really consider listen to these guys out there that are actually, trying to be on the come up and they're independent artists and doing everything by themselves? Is your ear that close to the streets that you know what's going on with that?
Yeah, I think the platform that I use the most right now for those rappers and independent is TikTok. Like I think, and there's going back to what you said about YouTube rappers. There's this thing about TikTok where I just recently started getting some traction on TikTok, right? And now people, I already know, like if my video went viral and people are like, oh, he's a TikTok rapper, but I've been rapping for years. I'm just using TikTok right now to to reach more people. So it's funny how that works. Like at the end of the day, if you make rap, it shouldn't be.
I said that in one of my videos. I was like, they can't be a YouTube rapper because I'm pretty sure they were rapping way before they had a YouTube page.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like facts.
Yeah, but it is what it is. That's how people see it. But no, on TikTok, that's definitely the power of TikTok is that it'll just put on your For You page some random guy that you would have never heard of otherwise, and then I listen anytime it's rap related. I'll listen, right?
Right.
And if it's dope, I go check the page out. I go check the Instagram, and sometimes I hit him up. That's how one of the dopest artists. I don't know if you guys have heard about him a lot, but he's going crazy right now. His name is Connor Price.
Yeah, the Canadian.
Yeah, man, Connor is insanely talented, but also he's a master of TikTok. I'm trying to learn what the fuck.
Really, eh? Because like he looks like he's a master when it comes to the PR and the PR work, but it's like the track he did with the dude from England. What's that dude's name? I always make mistakes of his name.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, like that song, and then he did the Courtney Cox song.
Yeah, that was.
And then like 2 weeks later, Courtney Cox drops a verse. It's like,
So that was and now he's been dropping, like I think for a couple months he was dropping weekly. So his catalog just went crazy, and he has TikTok. His TikTok game is insane, and that I saw him on TikTok. Hit him up. We collabed on a song called IDWBF. I don't want to be friends. And different style to what I usually do. It was like a love song, like a softer kind of acoustic thing, but it was sick. And TikTok is definitely powerful for that. You never know what can come out of it. There's people their life changes overnight because of a duet or because of it's crazy. So I definitely try to keep an ear, and anyone that spits a verse that I like, I always go check out their music and their page.
That's dope. That is definitely dope. Any collabs that you see in the future with any of those guys?
Yeah, I mean, Connor and stuff like that. Even though I worked with them, I definitely like to work with in the future. And then, I'm not gonna say it's confirmed because it's not. But we've had this mission of working with Tech for a while, and I'm pretty sure, I'm confident. Nothing confirmed, but I'm confident that I'm getting there. I'm getting to the level where I can make that happen. And I've talked to Tech already. He has shown love on IG and all that stuff. So that would be really a bucket list. Like after Crook and Royce, I'm like, what can I do? It was Tech. Tech.
So I gotta ask.
The day that you do that collab is the day that Vibe Reaction is going to cancel his YouTube page because he died.
I gotta ask this, kind of like segueing into that, because you just kind of talked about a couple different things, but has there been anybody that DM'd you for a track and you just sat back and were like, yo, what the fuck?
Like, no, I definitely get DMs daily from like artists that are not necessarily at the level I'm
100%.
From someone bigger. There's
not even necessarily bigger, just somebody you didn't expect.
Yeah.
Has anybody DM'd you for a track and you were just like, you looked at your home and you were like, yo, that's
there's definitely one that comes to mind, and it might be because of the things I did with Crook and Royce. I don't know how that happened, but I got a DM from Horseshoe Gang. Yeah. So that's the Long Beach super group
that's Crooked Eyes cousins and brothers and shit.
Yeah. So
oh my god, those guys are fucking insanely dope.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that can happen soon, and I got a few messages from some people at Strange, some artists at Strange. Strange Music, which is always a label that I fuck with and I really look up to, how they move and who they sign. It's always dope.
Right.
So yeah.
Now, when you get that DM from Eminem, you need to hit your boy up right the fuck away.
Oh man, that is one of those moments or images that has been in my head since I started rapping. You know, like you always do it you always have something in your head, like that main image that is the dream, and that has been one of them for a long time.
Yeah, because you never know, because Eminem says it in one of his interviews with Crooked, actually. And he said that he listens to everything.
Yeah.
When it comes to rap, he listens to everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
You probably heard your shit 100 times.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I always tell myself that. Who knows, though? Who knows?
You know what? 3 years ago, he started rapping fast. He probably heard one of your tracks, and he said, I'm going to do that, too. That's how I just found it out.
I'm about to hit him with a lawsuit real quick.
He go for it. He'll give you 2 months spaghetti restaurants.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So Jet's got a question here for you. He's like, are you getting a little bit more attention than you maybe anticipated, or maybe not as much as you wanted?
It definitely depends on the moments, but if I have to pick one of those, it would be maybe not as much as I wanted, just because, and I don't mean to sound like cocky or just be a dick, but we're in that, I think until I make it, like I really get to the level that I make it, I always feel like whatever I'm doing is not enough, and whatever traction it's getting is not enough. Like you get that Royce track, for that one night, you're just feeling like the most hyped person of all time, right? You're fucking looking in the mirror like, yo, I got a Royce track. Like, what? You know, you have those moments where you're on top of the world, but then you just get right back into work. And it's like, okay, now what? Now that's not enough. Who do I get now? What do I do now? Got 1 million views on TikTok. Cool. Celebrate one night. And then you're like, okay, now what? So I feel like until I'm really there, like I'll never really feel like I get the attention I
but isn't that like the best part of being a rapper is you're always trying to outdo your last track or your last album. So there's always work to do.
Yeah, it's definitely good. It's definitely something that motivates you to do better, and that's what keeps you going. But it's also, for any artist out there, you do kind of need to, I guess, pay attention, because it's mentally draining if you just keep thinking like that all the time, because you do have to celebrate the small moments. You do have to realize that, you know, where you're at, where you were 2 years ago, stuff like that, right? You do need to understand the progress you're making, but at the end of the day, we're artists. We're looking for, like, you know, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but we're looking for attention. That's what we do. We look for more people.
Real is real. Like, we gotta keep it on it. But
yeah, no, so that's what it is. It never seems like enough until it would be cool to ask that question to like a megastar, right? Like, do they feel like they got enough? Because they probably should now, but who knows?
Well, they asked that question to a lot of rappers that are in the industry right now. They asked Kendrick that question, and he says it's still not enough.
Yeah,
I need to keep on going.
Yeah, probably.
I think we need to segue into another Versvs track. What do y'all think?
So, yeah, you guys, is there anything, I don't know, anything you heard that you want to play for them, or?
Actually, let's go. Why don't we play the Joyner Lucas one? I already heard it, the Joyner Lucas track.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's hear that one, because that one was fucking crazy, though.
Thank you. That one went crazy on TikTok.
And Big Kahuna told me, he's like, yo, you need to react to some of his things. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool, but I'm gonna listen to one track. So I went back and I found one track from the beginning, and I listened to it, and I was like,
"You're talking about ISIS?"
Yeah, ISIS remix.
Yeah, it should
and I
be
was like, fuck, I can't stop listening to the rest of them. So I kept on listening, and I was like, I got nothing left to fucking react to. Going down this route.
All right, this right here is Versvs ISIS remix, Joyner Lucas.
Yeah, so
challenge.
Disclaimer: I mix a few languages in here. Disclaimer.
There's the one that you started in Spanish, and then you in Italy, Italian.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
6 times for the kids like me who got ADHD. I don't got ADHD, but I had OCD though. Try to talk shit, pero no sentido. Only time I could escape is when I wrote these beats. So hating on me, no sense, that is no sentido. Never scary with your insult, legendary with a pencil. Necessary to convince them to just bury individuals. And I bet you all the bitches ready to go against them. It's habitual to put you in an obituary in an instant. The police pressing families, guessing where your body at.
Like, y'all already know, man.
That shit was stupid.
If you're gonna jump on a versus challenge and you ain't gonna eat the beat, you shouldn't be jumping on.
I honestly think when I heard this track versus, I honestly think that if you would have gotten there early, you would have gotten it.
Yeah. Like you can't do an ISIS. I tried to remix this beat, and that was in the beginning when I started fucking with double time a little bit, and I was just like, I ain't even gonna put this out. No one's gonna hear it. But like, if you're gonna jump on this challenge, you need to bring.
Yeah, you have to.
Don't jump on this challenge.
Yeah.
So legendary with the pencil, necessary to convince them to just bury individuals. And I bet you all the bitches ready to go against them. It's habitual to put you in an obituary in an instant. The police pressing families, guessing where your body at. He's dead under the sea, blessing. They're like, copy that. OCD stress me, now I'm the best. Cause see, despite the scars, I still deliver. Baby, that's a C-section. See how I've been growing, got the nicest glow up through the highs and lows. I keep
I fucking love that part. It's fire.
The best, cause see, despite the scars, I still deliver. Baby, that's a C-section. See how I've been growing, got the nicest glow up through the highs and lows. I keep the brightest hopes. I've got that ISIS flow. That means I might just blow up, but I'm not ready to give it up. And I think it's time to switch it up. Okay, it's ISIS. Siamo solo a bombardare, non so caporale, caporeale. Scordati delle ascolti che ci sono da comprare. This the moment you realize I got it. Don't worry, no problem. Questo è il flow che non puoi comparare. Compare, ti pare. You know where I've been, con la penna a comandare. They don't wanna see you win, quindi ti iniziano ad odiare. Perché anch'io voglio repare, però non so come fare. Quindi prendono il cellulare e poi torno a commentare.
Thanks. Do you know how fucking difficult it is to do what he just did? I try to talk English and Spanish at the same time, and I tripped over my shoelaces. I can't do it. Oh my God, that shit is fucking fire, bro.
See you win, quindi ti iniziano ad odiare perché anch'io voglio repare, però non so come fare, quindi prendono il cellulare e poi torno a commentare. This is war, motherfucker, and your plans derail. Trying to control me and your tactics fail. Want me to rap about that or rap about this? Well, truth is I would have already made it if I didn't rap this well. So fuck the criticism, I just fight it out. On the move to figure out what life about. Truth is I just go ahead and write it out. Go. Just to have some shit that I can write about. But now they say, no, we sound like him or like Nas, maybe Drake. I can see he got the pen, got the bars, but it's fake. Oh, he's doing it again, sound like Tech or like Jay. Is it really hard to admit that all I sound is like I'm great, huh? I don't care if it's outside of my control. With the cards I've been dealt, I've been trying not to fold. So
the thing is you can catch every word in all of the different flows that he's spitting in. It's like, it's not like you're like, hey, what did he say there? No, you hear what he fucking said.
That's exactly
what he said.
Jay, is it really hard to admit that all I sound is like I'm great, huh? I don't care if it's outside of my control. With the cards I've been dealt, I've been trying not to fold. So 1 time for the haters who never believe. 2 times se la dedicas a ma famiglia. 3 times perché era attaccato al muro, ma ora si spacca il culo sì dal lunedì al venerdì. 4 times los amigos porque ya no están. 5 times faccio sempre quello che mi va. 6 times for the kids like me who got OCD, but they never plan on giving up.
Boy, I'm telling you, I swear to you, if you would have got there early, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with that one, man. Like my team and I and all my friends, we were like, obviously it's a hard contest to win. There's so many people participating and stuff, but you'd think that because he did an open verse on TikTok, right? Like a duet challenge. And my video doubled Joyner's video in views, likes, shares, everything, right? So when you typed ISIS challenge, remix, whatever, my video was trending before his original video. So I was like, so you kind of start to get pumped up, like, okay, he has to see it. I mean, it's he just has to go on TikTok. It's there. I think I got like 3,000 people in the comments tagging him and stuff. So I don't know what happened there, but it is what it is.
At the end of the day, entering these challenges, especially with the larger artists, the larger scale artists that throw out these challenges, you enter them wanting to win, but most likely you're not going to win.
But the exposure is cool.
That's it. It's all about, like, if you hit in the algorithm and you're able to be one of those ones that are fortunate to get caught in the algorithm on whatever platform it is you're dropping, the only thing you want going in is for those people to listen to them and for them to like it. Now, whether they comment, share, repost, you don't know.
Yeah.
But when 3,000 people, when you wake up and you look at your phone, what's the first thing we all do when we wake up in the morning? Is we look at our notifications on our phone. If you wake up and you see that while you were fucking sleeping, you got 200 notifications of this motherfucker in your challenge, he saw it.
Yeah.
He definitely saw it.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
and
Fuck you,
anybody-
Jordan. I'm just talking to Jordan real quick.
I ain't gonna say that, but all I'm saying is that's all you can.
Yeah.
That's all you can hope for going in these challenges.
And I'm not to throw shade on the contest, obviously, but it was kind of the prize kind of changed as well, because initially it was going to be whoever won was going to get, basically the song was going to be replaced. The Logic verse would be replaced with whoever won the challenge, right? But now apparently when he went live and he explained, he changed it up last minute. It's like he removed his verse and he put 4 artists, like 4 winners, on the beat, which is not really the same as dropping a song with someone on your song. So it was kind of like, I don't know exactly what went on, but contests are always like that. They can be super cool. You get some new fans because people are tuning in, but they're definitely very tough to actually win for sure.
No,
that would be a Joyner and Versvs track.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. Yeah, I love Joyner. I love Joyner. Despite this contest, I still fuck with Joyner.
I'm going to be in Joyner.
You gained subscribers. You got some views. So
yeah, for sure.
That's all you can hope for, is to get more subscribers than you went in with.
Yeah.
You did. So
yeah. For sure.
What do you plan it? Are you planning on getting more now that you're going to be you're signed to a label now and everything? Yeah. Are you going to get more into the creating process in the sense of like the beat, or are you already?
No, I definitely am. Like, I'm planning to, because that's one of the things with doing music while you're having your 9 to 5 or whatever, is like, I just went home at night, wrote with whatever limited time I had, went to record. Now I actually have, like, a studio that I can access any day, go to, vibe with the homies and listen to beats and throw around ideas. And you kind of have that energy that is needed to create the magic in the studio, right? When you see documentaries, it's never a dude on his bedroom writing lyrics and that's it, right? It's always, there's a team, there's people, there's ideas that are, bounced off each other and stuff like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I started doing it already, and I definitely think it's going to be reflected in the music.
Beautiful. Now, on
it's true.
Are you into any other type of genre of music, like for you to like get on?
For me to do? I mean, I do want to. I have experimented with singing a little, and I definitely want to get more into that. I don't know if that would still be considered like hip hop rap, or maybe more like an R&B kind of vibe. And one of the artists on the label that also got signed, his name is TK. He's an R&B singer, super talented. So I definitely think I can learn from that and see if I can kind of cross genres there. I listen to different genres. I mean, I'm a hip hop head. That's 90% of what I listen to. But right. I do. If there's a song I like, no matter what genre it is, I'll listen to it, like slower stuff. That's why, like, something like I Don't Want to Be Friends, that song I did with Connor, is much slower. Even if you're not a fan of rap, like, a lot of people can fuck with that. So I think it's cool to do. I think experimenting is an important part of being an artist. So
now, there's one thing that I like that you've done in so far in your career, and that is that you are the remix fucking king. Because but that's smart though, because you're getting a popular beat that's out there, you're remixing and putting your crazy fucking lyrics. Right. So of course you're gonna get people to fucking listen to that. That's gonna pop up right in the algorithm.
Yeah.
So if you're familiar with Canadian hip hop, that's a tradition that a lot of
Merc is amazing at that.
Like Drake, that's how Drake was put on when he was remixing Wheezy. That's how Dax got his shine. Mercules, like, that's a famous Canadian rapper thing.
Yeah.
But not just jumping on these beats. You're gonna jump on an industry beat, you need to murder that shit.
That's what I'm saying though. His remixes, he's been murdering all of them. There's police looking for this nigga right now.
I have fun with remixes, and the ones I did, they're definitely a good marketing move. They're good to get new fans, people that don't necessarily know who you are. As you said, they know the beat. Why not check it out, right? I feel like I could have done a lot more, like double or triple the remixes I did. I've always been careful because it's a matter of, like, what do you want to be known as well? Like, do you just want to be the remix dude right?
Right.
Or is it maybe time to work on a hit of yourself that people can just, this is Versvs, the guy who did, this song, your own song. Like, it's always kind of there's pros and cons to everything. So I think the remixes are dope. But yeah, it just depends on what you want to be known as. Because if I only did remixes, I'd maybe have more fans than I do now, but I would just be the remix guy.
See, but that is, I know exactly what you're talking about because Joyner said that in one of his tracks.
Yeah.
That it went to a point where he was just known for his remixes and that's it. Yeah. He wasn't, because when Joyner puts out a project like that 505 project that he put out and all that other shit, dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, his mind works different. Mm-hmm. But he was not getting none of that recognition because everyone knew Joyner because of his remixes that he did on all these popular ass beats.
Yeah.
So it was kind of that barrier that he had to break to get through. Now listen to me and my shit. Yeah. And then he blew up. Exactly. I see the same thing happening to you, to be honest with you.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a similar.
Just don't forget about the Shakey Vibe podcast. That's what I'm saying. Never.
No, this is dope, man. I definitely enjoy talking to you guys.
We need new chairs and new microphones.
Okay, I got you.
We are here. It is the Shakey Vibe podcast, episode 31. We are with your boy Versvs. We appreciate all of y'all in the chat, and we are taking your questions. Heather DM'd me the day that she's in the chat right now. That girl Heather. She literally
big fan.
She DM'd me and was like, "Yo, that is lit as fuck." Like she just commented in the chat that every year her fantasy football team is Team Versvs.
That's sick. Yeah, those are the fans you want forever.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this fan base on YouTube, Shake's got them, I got them, and this fan base, they will ride with you until the last minute.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's the craziest fan base to have, and Heather is a good person to have on your team. I'm telling you that right now.
For sure.
So I gotta ask, like, battle rapping.
Let's get into it.
Like, forget messing with it as far as being a fan, a listener. Is that something? Because King of the Dot, like, that's a Canadian thing. Like,
man,
you ever got in the ring? You ever think about getting in the ring? You want to get in the ring?
I'm the biggest battle rap fan. Like, literally, I am obsessed with battle rap, and I was obsessed with battle rap before even getting into rap that much. Like, battle rap was the first thing that made me want to write. Like I love battle rap. I watch it every day, like literally every day, no exception. Initially I wanted to get in the ring. I wanted to be a rap battler before being a rapper. And then I don't know, like I started playing beats and I just like making songs, I think, more than just the lyrics. But I think in the future that's a possibility. I would love it.
I had to ask that because when you listen to your punches and you listen to your delivery, you can hear that you're either a battle rapper or that you're a fan of battle rap.
Huge
because
fan.
You got that aggressive taking.
Now that you say that, Shakes, I was thinking about that earlier. The first track that we listened to, the delivery part of it is what got me. I was like, you deliver like a battle rapper. Like when you drop that punch, you feel that punch.
As an artist, I heard that influence and I heard that punch. So I planned on asking this question later on, but like I had to ask it because you do have a punchy delivery. Like when I say punchy, I mean like punch you in the face delivery.
Yeah. When I write those songs, the ones that it's me versus everyone, the inspiration is 90% battle rap. Like I focus on the bars a lot, which is the main ingredient in the battle rap, right? So I love that. No, I love that. I get so much inspiration from those guys. They are monsters.
But that's like the purest form of rap.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Like, because you have to sit there and you have to write 3 fucking verses, no pun intended.
Yeah.
To some dude. So it's just like, if you're not feeling it, if the audience, because that's what battle rap is for the audience, really.
Yeah.
If they're not feeling what you're saying, they're gonna boo you off stage because these fans don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, it's ruthless, and you have to make hundreds of people go crazy with no music, no beat, just with what you're saying, and it has evolved so much throughout the years. Like if you look at early battle rap, some of the bars that went crazy back in the day would have them booed off stage today. That's how
100%.
the level increased. Like it's crazy. Now the bars, it's not only the bars, they're rhyming whole sentences to get
Facts.
a bar.
Facts.
And
Facts.
people don't understand how insane that is. It's insane. They're rhyming, and now there's punches every line, but the fourth one, if you have a 4-bar setup, the fourth one hits harder, but there's still punches in the other 3 lines. So they're coming up with the most creative, crazy stuff.
See, my thing is about the whole battle rap, and the reason why I think battle rappers are not really trying to pursue going into the industry is because they know that right now is not the time.
But see, that's one of the things I think when I was at that point where I wanted to decide what do I want to be more, right? I was looking at some of the rap battlers there, to me are gods, right? That I absolutely follow what they do.
Who are the gods? Who are the gods?
I
want to know who are the gods.
My battle rap GOAT is Charlie Clips.
Woo! I know it. Charlie Clips is fucking dope. I love that nigga.
Charlie Clips is my. I just love Charlie Clips, man.
Facts.
See, my GOAT of all time in battle rap is Loaded Lux.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say Pat Stay.
Pat Stay's sick.
I thought you were gonna say Pat Stay, vibe. Come on, man.
No, Pat Stay is fire. Don't get it twisted. I fuck with Pat Stay like crazy. It's just that Loaded Lux is just different.
Loaded Lux is crazy. Clips. Oh man, there's so many. DNA is absolute fire. Even the new ones, man. Like fucking New Jersey Twerk is going crazy. Geechee Gotti's fire.
Geechee Gotti's insane. Rum Nitty is a puncher.
There's King Crooked versus Disaster was announced. I can't wait for that battle because
I think Disaster's gonna get smoked.
You know why I think Disaster's gonna get smoked? Because he's too much 1 foot in, 1 foot out the game.
It's hard, man. Like I think Crooked could smoke anyone if he's on his, but battle rap is so much
different.
more than just the bars. It's so much more like when Joe Budden went, it's a different experience.
That was sad.
Yeah. That stage is different. The people are different. It's not because your name is Crooked that they're going to fuck with you. They're going to be there, and those first bars will decide if they're going to fuck with you that night or not. You have to – it's a hard community to impress, for sure.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact. That's why I have number. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. So I was around battle rap from the minute that I knew how to fucking walk.
Matt Hoffa, right? Matt Hoffa's from Brooklyn.
Matt Hoffa's fire.
Yeah.
I don't like the battle that he did with Method Man because you can't let Method Man fuck you up like that.
No, yeah. It was still a good battle, though. But
It was an awesome battle, but I thought he was going to really URL. Smack, punch the fuck out of Method Man.
Yeah.
I think he took it fucking easy on him.
Yeah.
And then just let him shine a little bit because I mean it is a show. You got to let the guests fucking win.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Get it. Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, but yeah. A huge fan of battle rap. In the future, if things go well, I'd love it. I remember before I even had any traction with the music, I hit up Organic from King of the Dot.
Yeah.
I remember that, and I was about to. For some reason, it didn't happen. I don't know if I went on holiday or something, but I was gonna do one of those like local events here in Alberta, to showcase kind of starting the battle rap career, one of those small, shops or whatever. But I love that whole aspect. Like it doesn't get realer hip hop than battle rap.
Maybe King of the Doc and URL do that merge thing one more time. And maybe you get the battle fucking Charlie Clips. That'd be fucking dope.
I don't want Clips. I need some practice before I get Clips.
So the chat's going crazy with questions. I got to start. I want to continue down this battle rap thing. We'll circle back to it maybe, but Kahuna's asking the question, how was it meeting High Res 2 years ago and seeing his process now? progress now.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah, I worked with High Res. We did that song. I have a song called Peter Pan with him, and it's crazy because I really didn't expect it to go as crazy as it did. It's my highest streamed song on any platform. So I think it's at 600,000 streams on Spotify right now. So
Wow.
I definitely didn't think it would get there. So it was dope. You know, it was one of those collabs that was, again, born with DNs. Yeah, I think he's doing his thing, man. I think he dropped that song during the pandemic that just went absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
I forget the
Cypher. You talking about the Cypher?
Not the Cypher. I'm talking about that whole COVID song. That whole what's it called? This Is a War.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was a dope track. That looked crazy.
So that song went crazy. That song hit national TV, #1 on iTunes. And I think he was already doing his thing before that. He already had the fan base, but that song definitely took his career to a new level.
What also helps getting your career to plateau to the next level is getting Krishna on a track. You get Krishna on a track, you're gaining like 500,000 subscribers. Real talk.
Yeah, I have a big fan base there that is calling for that collab, but I still haven't been able to make it happen. But it's in the books also. But yeah, High Res is doing his thing. It's dope to see. Took it to a new level. I'm always in touch with him on IG, so a second collab is definitely not excluded. But I'm happy he's doing his thing.
That's
Jet's
awesome.
got a question. Jet's got a funny question, like a lighter side question. Funny question. Have you ever bitten your tongue while spitting? I had to ask it. It's like a lighter side.
Well, that's sick.
It's not a question you would think.
I actually don't think so. Or if I did, it wasn't that painful that I remember. So nothing too crazy. I actually don't think so.
That man tucked his tongue in his mouth, and he said, "I'm not."
And like before you even mentioned Peter Pan, the chat was already talking about Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, yeah. Sick.
So
I think we should listen to it.
I'm gonna play it in a second. That girl Heather's like, I need another track with High Res. Peter Pan is my jam.
Yeah.
I'm sure half of its plays on Spotify are mine alone.
She's saying she played it 300,000 times, which is dope.
That's a fact. I believe
All right, we're gonna jump into some Peter Pan right now.
Yeah, this was like 2.5 years ago or more, so it was definitely my best song at the time. But yeah, it was sick. It was a good song to work on.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
So, what did you do?
Upchurch just made a comment on one of my reactions of his.
Oh, sick.
And
This right here. What did he say? What did he say?
Nah, he owes me $30. He fucked up my headphones.
This is versus High Res Peter Pan.
Yo, Versvs. I guess this is just to show you where I'm at, you know. It's not even to brag, but it's like, this is what the fuck I do. It's all I do. So let's get it. You wanna be me, but you don't flow like that. I didn't really even wanna gloat like that. You know you're never gonna be the GOAT like that. Fuck it, just letting you know like that. Where you going to the lab, you should go right back. Stay home, you will never kill a show like that. You wanna be me and improve, be the man. Bitch, you Peter Pan, you don't really grow like that. Zipping them up in a body bag, that's the mission. Not giving a fuck, everybody has to pass, I'm vicious. I attack these bitches like your dad, bitch. Listen, if you really wanna rap, you better ask permission. All these rappers think because they're shooting gats, they're different. Got the Iron Man, but you don't have my vision or the raps I'm spitting or the cash I'm getting. I've been counting all day like a man.
The iron.
Hold on, bring this shit back.
I love the doubles and I love the play on words.
That bitch, listen, if you really wanna rap, you better ask permission. All these rappers think because they're shooting gats, they're different. Got the Iron Man, but you don't have my vision or the raps I'm spitting or the cash I'm getting. I've been counting all day like a mathematician. Yeah. Cause I'm better than ever, the level I rap is incredible. I'm extra competitive, every letter I shred it. And the pen is my medicine, step on the pedal, you're dead in a second. I said it, I'm in it, so never forget it. Go head to head, you regret it, terror embedded it. Remember, I'ma get a vendetta, I'm fed up. So whether you let me or whatever, I'll get up. My music is forever spreading like a fucking epidemic.
Breathe! Breathe! Versus What is wrong with you, man? Motherfucker gave me a headache, man. Can't do that type of shit on a Sunday. This is God's day.
It's incredible. I'm extra competitive. Every letter I shred it, and the pen is my medicine. Step on the pedal, you're dead in a second. I said it, I'm in it, so never forget it. Go head to head, you regret it. Terror embedded it. Remember, I'ma get a vendetta. I'm fed up, so whether you let me or whatever, I'll get up. My music is forever spreading like a fucking epidemic. But I was feeling kind of low, to be truthful. Then they told me getting high's the solution. So fuck it, I did it, I lit it, and then I decided to make a banger with high res and high resolution. So vibe to the movement, I am the truth, bitch. Just killing the game while designing the blueprint. It's time to pursue this. Tired of these new kids, shit, I'm just assuming your life's an illusion. Brainless fucking entities, like what are you even thinking of? I came so far along, I don't remember where the beginning was. Not one of you rappers talking about the cup you're drinking from. But fuck around and I start really feeling this shit with lithium. You want any problem, give me some, cause I'm ready.
The flow switching is just...
Dude, it's crazy, man. You're all over the track, bro.
So smooth.
Far along, I don't remember where the beginning was. Not one of you rappers talking about the cup you're drinking from. But fuck around and I start really feeling this shit with lithium. You want any problem, give me some, cause I'm ready to fight. It's just a different feeling when I get on the mic. You care about all the money and the bitches you like. I care about the hip-hop that was saving my life. You wanna be me, but you don't flow like that. I didn't really even wanna gloat like that. You know you're never gonna be the GOAT like that. Fuck it, I'm just letting you know like that. Where you going to the lab, you should go right back. Stay home, you will never kill a show like that. You wanna be me and improve, be the man, bitch, you Peter Pan, you don't really grow like that.
You don't really know like that. You don't really grow like that. You were never there through the everyday struggle, going crazy on the road like that. I've been doing this for a decade, something I should set straight. While all of the talented rappers always getting less pay. Really got a headache, Florida to LA. If you like real rap music, then press play. I don't have time for these wannabe tryhards. Hit them all and I ball. Die hard, please do not bug me. I don't want you to love me. I relate more to Freddie, Jason, and Chucky. Doing what I gotta when I gotta, when I gotta for the dollars. You really think that you hotter? Nah. Doing what I gotta when I gotta, when I gotta for the dollars. You really think that you hotter? Nah.
You wanna be me, but you don't flow like that. I didn't really even wanna gloat like that. You know you're never gonna be the GOAT like that. Fuck it, just letting you know like that. Where you going to the lab, you should go right back. Stay home, you will never kill a show like that. You wanna be me and improve, be the man, bitch, you Peter Pan. You don't really grow like that.
That was High Versvs featuring High Res Peter Pan. I'm gonna post this link back in the chat. Make sure to go sub up to your man Versvs.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I peed a little bit. I couldn't control my bladder. That shit was fucking insane. Oh my God.
Appreciate it.
Now, do you plan on where do you see? There was a question that was asked before we started talking about the battle rap.
Yep. Shout out.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years? Damn. I mean, look, like if you asked that question like just over a month ago, I would have said that the goal was to get, not necessarily signed, but to have the opportunity to do this full time and just make music, which is what I love. But I achieved that now, which was my main goal and has been my main goal for a while. So now I kind of really have to start thinking big, right? So 5 years, in 5 years, I hope I can like actually tour like globally and have a global fan base that will allow me to, really do this music thing very, very seriously. And the goal since I started to write was to be in that list, like some people's top fives, or really be considered one of the elite lyricists, because that's what drove me to do it in the first place. So if I expand, if I build my catalog, keep doing what I'm doing, that's definitely where I want to be. Is I can't tell you like fame-wise or, money-wise, I don't really have an answer. But if I'm in a lot of people's lists, like globally, and I'm a household name in that category, then I'd be super happy.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. This is what I like to call God's little gems. You know how when God gives you little gems in life that you don't appreciate it until you have it?
Right.
This is what I call this right now. I never heard of you.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Big Kahuna said, something to Shake. Shake's told me we're going to talk to this gentleman, this rapper. And I was like, all right, cool. And I looked at you immediately. The first track, and I'm not even bullshitting you, the first track immediately you got on my list. Immediately. I was just like, yo, This guy is fucking dope.
Sick.
There's something about the way I always pay attention to more the delivery on a rapper than anything else.
Yeah.
Your delivery on every track that I've heard of you, it was always on point. It was always there. So that's what pushed me to like, all right, this guy is definitely, I became a fan first song. I don't normally do that like that.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I gotta listen to like 4 or 5 of your tracks before I'm like, all right, I'm fucking with him. He's cool. I like his style. I like what he does.
Mm-hmm.
First,
so when you got to understand also versus like this is my like brother from another mother over here. So when he DMs me saying, "Yo, you got to check this out," I check it out like right away. When I say you got to check it out, you got to check it out. So as soon as I DM'd him saying, "Yo, we got this cat," I knew the first thing he was gonna do was say, "Okay, bet." And I knew the next thing he was going to do was jump on your Instagram and then DM me like, what the fuck? And that's exactly like, we trust each other like that. Like at the end of the day, this is our podcast. So we're not going to have somebody on the podcast we don't fuck with. One. Right. Two, like we got that trust, like a brother's trust in the sense that if he says, yo, this is what's going on, this is what's going on.
Sick. I appreciate it for real.
I just don't want you to get too famous where you're going to be like, who the fuck is Ray and Shakes? I've never talked to those niggas in a day in my life. I don't want you.
I won't forget this for sure.
But this comment that I just posted is literally the message that Heather sent me when she found out you were on the show. He's been in my top 5 on my Spotify year-end review the past 2 years. That's lit. Shout out Heather.
That's crazy. When that Spotify end year review happened and people were tagging me, like people that I didn't know, just random, like, oh, a number 2, number 3 on the top 5, or like in the top 0.1% of the fans, that blows my mind. That will always blow my mind.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When did you, not when somebody else told you this, when did you say, yo, I'm fucking dope?
That's a good question. Man, like, I don't know if there was a song that made me. I think for some reason, maybe it's because these are my favorite types of songs to hop on. I think I have that feeling when I do something like Peter Pan or the ISIS remix or the Royce feature that I did. It was a similar beat where you switch the flows and stuff. I think when I go in the studio and record that, like maybe even with Peter Pan, because that was one of the first songs I dropped, I think after recording those verses, I'm like, shit, like I can actually spit, you know? But but again, like I was telling you, you get hyped for some moments and then it's right back to work. It's the same thing when feeling that. Like a lot of friends tell me I'm like super harsh on myself. Like I'll have people tell me I'm dope, and it doesn't really get in my head until it just naturally.
So it's safe to say that you could call it somewhat of an addiction. You're chasing that same feeling when you got those features and everything. So you're just gonna keep on going. It's the same thing probably. I don't like speaking for other niggas, but it's probably Shakes feels the same way. I know I feel the same way when a rapper retweets me or a rapper comments on my shit or does anything like that. It's like that moment right there. It's like I need more of that.
Yeah, you chase that.
For me personally, when I post one of my tracks somewhere, when it's the artists commenting on them or they're DMing me saying, yo, that's where I get that validation and vindication from. That's where I get the pat on the back from. Yeah. More so, well, now in reactions, I enjoy that, and I think that that's lit. But when a cat that has 1 million subscribers DMs me, says, "Yo, you murdered that verse," makes me feel good. Or like,
of course,
it happens a lot more in the Philippines than it is with the North American artists. But like when I get those DMs, it's like that's my pat on the back.
No, yeah.
That's a good question that Big Kahuna asked. He asked
that's what I'm jumping in. Big Kahuna's got a question, and he asked it earlier, but the chat went crazy and it got missed. Would Versvs get on a track with Snow the Product in Easy Mill to do a super lyrical, multi-language type of track?
Okay, so I will, in all honesty, say I'm not super familiar with Easy Mill, but I'll answer the Snow the Product part. I love Snow. Like, Snow is by far my favorite female rapper of all time, and she's just incredible. So I've been trying to work with Snow the Product for a while, and now after this ISIS remix thing went crazy on TikTok, more than half the comments are tagging either Joyner or Snow because people are like, "Oh, this guy needs to work with Snow the Product." So I'm pretty sure she's seen that, and I will use that to my advantage and reach out again these days.
Because Big Kahuna, you got to be the plug and make that happen. You got to ask that question, and the answer is a yes.
If for some reason you have Snow the Product's contact, I'm here for it. I want to work with Snow the Product. That would be one of the craziest tracks. Like, seriously, it will be insane.
Kahuna, no pressure, fam.
Yeah.
You get the work, Kahuna. Get off of this and get the work.
Yeah, you asked it now. Better take responsibility for it.
Honestly, even a Michael Bars versus collab would be lit.
That right there, it would be fucking insane. If you don't know who Michael Bars is, bro, I will send you a couple of tracks of his.
Yeah, please do.
He's got I don't want to say
Michael Bars beat the Eminem Godzilla record.
Oh, really?
In a way where you
say you guys got the same style.
He doesn't
I can hear both of you on a track, and it would be so clean. Crazy. I'll send you some of his shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm down. Listen, I'm always, no matter how things go, I'm always down to work with artists. Doesn't matter if they're bigger or smaller than me. If I think the record's going to be dope, I'm down for it, for sure.
You and Michael Bars are right around the same subscriber count, but also right around the same views. Y'all both got tracks in the hundreds of thousands.
Sick.
And then other tracks in the thousands. And y'all both, like, very, very, very similar comparables, like across the board. Flow, lyrics, bars, everything. Like, very, very similar. It just popped in my head. That collab.
And we do this for a living, Versvs, so we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I trust you. That
collab would be hella fire.
Yeah. Now I got another question that I kind of wanted to ask this earlier, but we got into a whole different conversation. What language is more difficult to rap in?
That's an interesting question. You know what, man? I don't know if I have an answer for that. Like, I remember when I was starting to write, I actually didn't know initially if I was going to be an Italian rapper or an English rapper. So. But because I was writing in both languages, I feel like I'm more comfortable with Italian and English. So it would have to be one between French and Spanish for me personally, just because I'm fluent in both, but I haven't practiced that much writing them. So that's why in these songs where I'm mixing the languages, predominantly English and Italian still, and then there's a couple lines in Spanish and French. But I'd go with one of those two just because I didn't really experience that yet.
So I'm going to put you to the test in Spanish because I am fluent in Spanish.
Okay, sick.
I asked you a question in Spanish. I had it in English, but now that you said that, I like to remix shit sometimes.
Okay, let's do it.
Tu mamá y tu papás.
Sí.
Tú tienes el... Fuck, I forgot how to speak Spanish. Hold on. Tú tienes el apoyo de la mamá y el papá tuyo.
Sí, tengo mucho apoyo. Estoy muy afortunado en ese sentido. Me ayudan mucho.
Shakes don't know what we're saying. Keep on talking. Go ahead.
No, me apoyan mucho. Los dos están muy contentos con todo lo que estoy haciendo. Y sí, le gusta. Soy muy afortunado.
So I did that for one reason. Yo, he could speak Spanish. Like it's fluent.
Yeah.
What I asked him, Shakes, was, is his mother and father supportive about his career path? And he said yes, and his mom and his dad are both very supportive on the career path that he chose.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, I feel super blessed with that because I know it's not like super common and easy to take for granted, right? But no, they're both happy and they're both.
This is my ignorance coming out like full scale right here. Like all 4 languages that you speak, are hardcore Latin dialect languages. Because you speak one or two of them, is it easier to pick up and learn the third and fourth?
Yeah, like they're still different languages, but the Latin root in all of them is similar, like especially grammar-wise and stuff. Like if you know one, it'll definitely be easier to learn the other.
English is the hardest of the four to learn.
Yeah, of the four, yeah.
Because when people say English is like a Latin dialect language, I look at them like, no, it's fucking not.
No, English honestly stole some shit from everywhere. There's some German roots, there's some Latin, they kind of mixed it all up. But yeah, if you know Italian, Spanish, or French, learning either of those languages is easier than anything else. Yeah.
See, because my wife is Italian.
Oh, sick.
And her grandmother, like she could speak it, and there's a lot of people in the family that can understand it and kind of speak it as well. And me being Dominican, I understand Spanish very well. I speak it, I can write it, I can read it, I can do all of that.
Yeah.
But when someone speaks Italian to me, I get I get the gist of what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
I can answer accordingly, and I know that they're going to understand what I'm trying to tell them. Exactly. And it's a communication that we could actually communicate, but I'm not necessarily speaking your language.
Yeah. Any Italian person going to Spain for a holiday will have no problem. Like, they understand you. You speak slow, help yourself with the hand gestures, you'll be good. You'll be good.
Hand gestures, that's so funny.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está el baño? Tengo que cagar. That's what they don't know exactly what the fuck I mean if I'm doing this shit right here.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's fucking dope, though, because I've always loved a rapper that could actually mix in different languages, because that's now you're bringing in different type of cultures into the rap game.
Yeah.
And that's so fucking dope, because now you're getting people from Italy, you're getting people from France, you're getting people from Canada. All this shit's coming together, and if you could speak their dialect, that's raising your fucking fan base right there, because now you can rap to them.
Yeah, that's raising the fan base, because now hip hop is universal to the point where like people turn up at hip hop shows all over the world. Like people turn up and show up. So like if you can get on a tour and tour in these countries, like they're gonna go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Big Kahuna said you can speak French to him.
I can speak French?
Well, I was born and raised. I wasn't born in Quebec, but I was born in Ontario. So I took a little bit of French in school, but just like bonjour, comment ça va, ça va bien, like the bullshit, bullshit. Huh?
What you said about my ass?
Quel âge as-tu?
Nah, man, fuck that. You don't talk to me like that, Shakey.
Oh, I know, like the how are yous, the what's your name,
the basic conversation stuff,
but like when you answer me, like the three questions that I got, our conversation's done. This would have been a 5-minute podcast. All right, we out. Thanks.
Yeah, I get it.
Man said, well, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so we're out of here. Now, do you? Go ahead, Shakey.
Where is the bathroom is going to be relevant to this podcast.
Sometimes I pee and poop myself, depending on the rapper.
You do that once an episode.
Once an episode. That's a fact. That is a fact. Now, my question, do you have any like merch or anything that you putting out right now that we could put the link up for these guys?
Yeah, so there's the label website just launched. So right now there's the labels merch, Culinary Records merch. We are in the process of now putting my designs from my website to this website and linking it all together so they can go on there. But if they go on there right now, they'll see there's a ton of merch for the label, and there's my pictures and stuff, the new songs, the new releases, and then there will be Versvs merch on there soon. As soon as that's up, I'll definitely promote it way more. But if people are interested in getting the label stuff as well, it's on there.
Yo, here's
the link to the label. I just
you the money.
Sorry,
and I'll buy that.
Sorry.
Let me know what gives you the full amount, and I'll buy that.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I appreciate that.
Big Kahuna wants to play the track with you, Gon, and Clementino. And Royce. Or Royce track.
Or the Royce track.
There's those songs are those songs are dope, but they don't have a video. If we want to put there's a song with me, Mercules, and Clementino that has a lyric video, so maybe it's cooler for the people to see as well.
You can do that.
I'll put that in.
It's called No Offense.
If you ever hit Florida Versvs, let me know, bro. If you're doing a show, if anything happens like that and you do a show, I'll be the first motherfucker in that motherfucking audience with your shirt on and a sign.
I appreciate that. That'll be sick. Yeah, I can't wait to actually start touring like that. So.
All right, this right here is versus Mercules Clementino. No Offense official video. It's titled video. Is this lyric video? But
it's a lyric video. It's a lyric video.
Let's go.
Clementino raps in Italian, but you'll see his flow is just different. That guy is
Yep. Versvs, Calgary, Surrey, all the way to Napoli. You know you're gonna get bars no matter what. Listen, the curtains open and the show commence. Work every day to guarantee that I'll have no regrets. I told them they don't want the smoke, it should be common sense. But we polite, we kill these rappers and say no offense. Like no offense, but man, there's levels to this shit, and what you're witnessing is different rap. I listened to the radio the other day, and man, that shit is whack. My lift the gap, put it between your teeth and make that shit go black. We on the bridge, motherfucker, that's how we bridge the gap. But I'm not a gangster, though, I'm just in battle mode. The rapid flow can rap.
Why are you talking like that, bro?
That's the battle rap bars.
I hear it. Oh my God.
To this shit, and what you're witnessing is different rap. I listened to the radio the other day, and man, that shit is whack. My lift the gap, put it between your teeth and make that shit go black. We on the bridge, motherfucker, that's how we bridge the gap. But I'm not a gangster, though, I'm just in battle mode. The rapid flow can rap it slow, no matter what. I have the code, you grab the phone. The only writing you compose is in your caption. So it's funny how we're quoting your status is the new status quo. Like damn it, bro, but if we rapping, there is no debating.
I am done. Fuck that.
The pen game.
Yo, brother, you need to get in contact with Smack.
Funny how we're quoting your status is the new status quo. Like damn it, bro, but if we rapping, there is no debating. I just gotta fix my head, feel like I'm losing all my patience. Thousands around the world say I'm an inspiration, but the one I love thinks that I'm failing, so I lose my motivation. But the booth is my salvation, and I'm back with a new verse to lay, just to make sure what hurt yesterday doesn't hurt today. You don't believe in me, you'll be the first to pay. I'm rapping till I lose my voice, got me looking like Merc on the curtains open and the show commence. Work every day to guarantee that I'll
gotta bring that back a little bit.
What hurt yesterday doesn't hurt today. You don't believe in me, you'll be the first to pay. I'm rapping till I lose my voice, got me looking like Merc on the curtains open and the show commence. Work every day to guarantee that I'll have no regrets. I told them they don't want the smoke, it should be common sense. But we polite, we kill these rappers and say no offense. Like no offense.
No offense, it gets so intense when the flow commence. The metal's on me like Boba Fett, better hold your breath. The boy got more bars than shoulder reps on the Bowflex track. You think I'm in construction, I throw a wrench when I roll by fast. Got no regrets, I live my life like a super villain. Somebody
I'll throw a wrench to the that's fire. Yo, this fucking
metal's on me like Boba Fett, better hold your breath. The boy got more bars than shoulder reps on the Bowflex track. You think I'm in construction, I throw a wrench when I roll by fast. Got no regrets, I live my life like a super villain. Somebody pass me the popcorn for the crucifixion. The new crib got surveillance cameras for supervision. I'm too prolific, a different breed, like I'm superstitious. You better cool it like New Edition, cause you can get it. A sick fuck watch me use a shiv like they do in prison. I make moves like I got an eviction notice. Kill a rapper, then I laugh as I walk by the missing posters. I pull a stick out, aim, and then bring commotion. Since I got them in they feelings, let's give them some mixed emotions. I told Versvs once I have the beat, I'm killing it. I put that shit on Canada to Abilene, no Italy. It's
Work every day to guarantee that I'll have no regrets. I told them they don't want the smoke, it should be common sense. But we polite, we kill these rappers and say no offense. Like no offense.
O buona vena sotto a tutto, brindo con un frutto. Smocca gancia rettiliana, nella punta sape il frutto. Si sente sti canzone tuoi popre vorremmo mute, sangue dopo mandielle volute, scarica litre vermute, iena white stereo, muore ogni batterio, spacco con il rap serio, ganja di odio al serio. A barro luce quando viaggio se faccio un pesante, Mercules, Clementino, Versvs, flow diamante, roba che viene da qua, imparano gli altri nel bar, perdi nell'abilità, fuori probabilità, fra ma non abiti qua, non vesti gli abiti qua, e niente schiavi di qua, frate non chiavi di qua, spacco coi passi di rap, fumi non passi.
Yo, that's the first time I've ever heard someone spit in Italian, and I never knew until now that when you on point and you're in the pocket, the bar patterns and syllable patterns match the beat perfectly.
Yeah.
Hold on, before you keep on playing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nell'abilità, fuori probabilità, fra ma non abiti qua, non vesti gli abiti qua, e niente schiavi di qua, frate non chiavi di qua, spacco coi passi di rap, fumi non passi, sto gas, tacco di messe, voilà, messi nel set, chissà, sì, ma non fracca se fa, marchia tu dopo all'urage, vir, cassaie, minacce, vieni a tu mettere
The
una
curtains
caccia.
open and the show commence. Work every day to guarantee that I'll have no regrets. I told them they don't want the smoke, it should be common sense. But we polite, we kill these rappers and say no offense. Like no offense.
Versus Margulies Clementino, no offense.
Yeah.
I just updated my Indeed resume, and now I put there that I know how to speak Italian too.
This verse taught you.
I call about I would say about 65% of what he said.
That's sick.
That was
Caught
fucking,
about none. But at the end of the day,
beat, who made that beat?
Yeah.
Man, that is a great question. I forget the producer for that one. I honestly forgot. I have
That beat got that old school fucking boom bap. Like, I'm gonna give him a check and I'm gonna kill some shit.
Yeah.
Grizzly, take it to your face type beat. Like that's a beat you got to smack a fucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
God, fuck. I need you. We got a contest going on, man, and I don't really want you to join it because you need to relax. It's just a little bit too like Jesus Christ. Like when I tell you, I sound like a broken record. I immediately became a fucking fan.
That's sick,
because
man.
you do everything that I'm looking for in a rapper, especially independent.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that I fuck with, like we fuck with the network. There's a group of rappers in the network that they're like Larry,
the network.
My man Traumatos, all these guys in the network, they could spit, and I fuck with them because they got the same type of energy that you do. And it's every track you're gonna get on, you're gonna fucking murder.
Right. Yeah,
that's like the whole point of it, right? Like you're not gonna get on a track and you're not gonna give it 100% every single fucking time.
Yeah.
And like in your music, when the ones that I've heard, I had to stop myself at 5. So the ones that I've heard, I'm just like it's not one of those that doesn't have replay value. It's one of those that is like it's shocking because it's new to me, it's new music to me, and I love that because I love when I could get into a new rapper and they come in and they just blow my fucking mind.
Yeah.
With your similes and your verse structure and your bars and your schemes and the way you put your shit together and flow on the beat.
So I already know this. He stopped at like 5 because he wants to react to your shit.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
The way we react is we don't react to tracks we've heard before.
Right.
So like I without him even saying it, that's the reason why he stopped at this much. Because he's like every track lyrically, the pen game is the same or better. So he's already said in his head, fuck it, I'm reacting to this cat.
Yeah, sick, yeah. I'll wait for that reaction.
Oh, it's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, sick. Okay, sick.
That's a fact.
Great.
It's also coming June 17th.
Yeah.
No,
that's 18th. June 18th for me because I'm in the future. It's 12 p.m. Monday for me. So like if the world's coming to an end, just DM me. I'll let y'all know if it's fake or real.
That will be a sick one to react to. A really, really sick one to react to. The new one. That will be that's bar heavy.
Oh, I know it's happening.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's happening.
He's already marked his calendar. Don't worry.
Oh,
It's all good.
yeah,
He's gonna DM you and he's gonna be like, "Hey, tell me what time."
Because my thing is just like Shakes is the reason why I came out, because I wanted to get into more different music. I was stuck in a Eminem fucking hole that I wasn't listening to anything but Eminem.
Yeah.
Before I started reacting. And then I started reacting, and then my playlist is fucking crazy because I have different type of people in there, different styles of rap, and everything like that. So when I find a new person, like I almost get OCD with it, and I'm like constantly every single fucking day, I got to do at least one track because I fuck with it. It's my channel. I can listen to what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So if I'm fucking with it, I'm gonna listen to it. It's to the point, the way you rap, it reminds me of, it doesn't remind me of anybody specifically, but it reminds me of an era where lyrics and schemes and shit like that was really heavy.
Yeah.
So it brought me back to that time frame that I'm just like, yo, this is the truth. This is the real deal right here. This like he ain't fucking around. Because a lot of people we say that they're rappers and they come out, they'll do one track, and that one track that they do is absolute fire. Yeah. But the second track is trash.
Right.
And then it just keeps on going down that. Yeah, but I don't see that coming from you. So get ready to get spammed like a motherfucker.
I'll share it all. I'll do whatever I can. I fuck with it. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, brother. Big Kahuna's a big fan. Big Kahuna knows all these independent underground artists that we know nothing about. So that man throws us a bit like, yo, get in contact with this dude real quick because this guy's fire.
Sick.
Big Kahuna and Nico are the plugs, man. They're the plugs. They're the ones that like will be on 5 live streams at the same time, making sure that everybody gets love, but then putting their cats they fuck with.
Crazy.
In the eyes of people that are gonna mess with them and help them and blah blah blah. Like
my guy Lyrics is on. I was thinking about Lyrics because I think Lyrics Versvs will be a dope fucking track. That man is a dope fucking rapper. His name is Lyrics. That's my guy right there.
Sick.
But Lyrics, his name is Lyrics, and your name is Versvs.
Hey,
so
I have Lyrics right here.
Look at that. He's already a fan. Lyrics got your name tattooed on his ass. But yo, there's a lot of underground rappers that we got a relationship with. That every time I heard your songs and shit, I'm just like, yo, he'll sound dope with this guy, and he'll sound dope with this one.
Sick.
Because I'm always trying to
hit me up. Like honestly, any of these guys message me if they have a track ready. They can send it. If I fuck with it, I'll hop on it.
I'm gonna say
you heard it first. No, you heard it first.
I
don't want to overwhelm you, so I'm gonna send you one of each.
Okay.
When you have time, go ahead and listen to it.
Yeah.
These guys are fucking dope, for real.
Sick. Dope.
And that's the point of this. All of this. That's really the point of all of this. Is like if you look at my channel and you look at Shake's channel, we don't really react to a lot of mainstream artists,
right?
Because the main point of us doing this is these independent artists that are so goddamn dope.
Yeah.
That don't have the look. They don't have people looking at them. We're working our hardest to try to get to our subscriber counts high enough where it matters to you guys.
Like you're an indie artist. Like you're not an indie artist because you signed a label, but the label you signed is an indie label.
It's an
so
indie.
You still are an indie artist, even though you're not an indie artist. You know what I mean?
It's 100% an indie label, and if anything, my manager and I are running the label. So it's like someone funded it, loved my music, was a fan, invested in it and everything. But the day-to-day of the label is pretty much our job as well. So if anything, it doesn't get more independent than that.
That's the dopest thing in the world because there's so much people out there right now, bro, when it comes to being an independent artist. And in the beginning, I didn't get it because I was new to this whole independent artist thing. I really wasn't into it before. And now I get it. I understand it. And there's so much out there. Like, because I mean, YouTube, right? Like, it's a lot of fucking rappers in YouTube. There's a lot of people putting out a lot of content every single day. So it's hard to decipher through who's garbage, who's not. But we were fortunate enough to get in contact with these guys that are actually fucking dope.
Sick.
And it's just like one of those things that my dream is having a cipher with all of you in it.
That'll be sick, yeah.
And just complete a fire ass beat, and you guys just eat. No rules, no regulations. If you want to talk about your baby mama, you talk about your baby mama. It don't matter. You just do what you got to do and just kill that fucking beat.
Sick, yeah, that's dope. That'll be dope.
That's a fact. Be real and be authentic. That's another thing. Now, do you see yourself? Let's say, I'm just throwing it out there. Let's say Aftermath contacts you and says they want to sign a contract with you. Yeah. They want to do some work with you. Yeah. Do you see? I don't know you like that. That's why I'm asking you this question.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself changing yourself the way you are right now, changing once you get to that level?
I always say no, but man, like you see so many people go through it. And there's a reason why, right? There must be a reason why it gets to your head. And let's put it this way. I wouldn't want to. And my answer genuinely is no. But I can definitely see how that could happen, if that makes sense. Like I've seen it enough to people. And the level that I'm at right now is nothing crazy. I'm not a star. I'm not famous. But I already have to deal with some shit that I'm like, this wouldn't have happened 2 years ago. Why is it like this? And so I recalibrate, readjust, and try to stay as real as I can. But I imagine that becomes harder and harder once you get to that level. It
times that by 1,000. Like, you know what I mean? The bullshit and drama you're dealing with.
Yeah.
The DMs, times that by 1,000.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why cats don't change. They're the same. But like, you got to put up a wall at some point.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I can see why it gets that tough. But, I'd like to stay the same. Like I'm chilling. I wanna stay who I am, and things change inevitably once you get to that level. Like so many aspects of your life will change, but in terms of values, morals, and stuff like that, I'm hoping to always stay the same.
Right. Huna got a dope ass question. I gotta ask this question. Versvs, what made you confident to sign with Culinary? What did you see in them to go forward?
Yeah, it was honestly. As corny as this sounds, it was the fact that the founder was my biggest fan. Like there were no talks before anything about the money, about whatever. It was him vibing to my music and reciting my songs, and he was almost more blessed to talk to me than I was to talk to him, because that's
always a good situation.
Yeah, that's how much of a fan he was. So I was like, that immediately sent off like a good vibe and a good energy for me to actually consider it. And then came the business talks and everything. But that first impression was what made me realize that this was the move.
Sold.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah, exactly.
Heather got a crazy question right now.
Did your ex ever address your tracks written for her?
I love that. No, any track I did after, like, once the relationship was over, once she became my ex, I did not ever hear anything back. I recorded quite a bit when we were already together. Those ones obviously were fine. But everything I did after, no, I did not hear back. I know she's heard it. She might play them for all I know, but she has had an insane amount of willpower to never reach out.
Well, she's asking that question, brother, because if she ever reaches out and gives you an issue, I'm pretty sure Heather got a gun. So she'll take care of what she needs to take.
Her next comment is like, fuck her.
I keep it super real. I'll always, if we're talking about that, I'll always have love for my ex. But it's an inspiration, like everything else. Like any big important part of my life inspires the music, and for 4 years that was the biggest thing in my life. So obviously there were a lot of things that had to be said. A lot of songs were done. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more coming in the future. It's a topic I always have no issue talking about.
So in other words, Heather, relax.
Yeah, it's all good. She's it's all good. It's all good.
We hear Shakey Vibe Podcast episode 31. Lyrics asked the question that was already touched on a little bit earlier. Where are you from? Lyrics
answered it.
Dude's from Italy, lived in France, speaks Spanish, now lives in Canada. Like, dude's
If I'm not mistaken, you lived in India, didn't you?
Yeah, I lived in eight different countries, including India. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you only picked up 4. You only speak 4 languages.
Yeah, I know, right? I should have done more. I should have. Yeah.
So as you can see, Versvs, I'm so much of a fan that I actually did research on you.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know where you found that information.
The minute that we found out and I heard your first track, I went on Google, I put your name in that motherfucker, and every link that popped up, I hit it and I read. I don't read. I don't like reading, bro.
Yeah.
There was no audio book or nothing. I had to read this shit.
There was no audiobook. There's no choose your own adventure.
Yeah,
there was not. No.
There's no tutorial. I had to read it.
That shows that I really genuinely fuck with your shit, bro. Like, your music is really like my type of shit.
Sick.
Like,
I appreciate it.
The ones that I've heard so far.
I can't wait for the reactions. I always love watching reactions. I can't wait.
Oh, well, I hope you enjoy mine. I'm gonna let you know right now. I curse. I smoke.
I love that. Yeah.
And I'm loud.
That's fine.
So do not put headphones.
No, we're good.
If you do turn
that down to 10.
Yeah.
Turn it to 10.
Just like Heather said, raise a little bit nutty.
A little bit. It's just because when you find something that you love to do, you're immediately happy when you're behind that camera.
Yeah.
And like legitimately, when I get behind the camera, bro, I have this type of excitement. I don't know. It's just, it hasn't died down. I've been doing it a year now, and it hasn't died down. I don't know if it's the same way for you, Shakes, because you've been in the light already. Before reactions, you already did all that. Me, I was a mechanic in a mechanic shop. The best thing that I had is somebody saying, thank you for my oil change.
Yeah.
And then I start doing this shit every time I'm behind this camera. It's just like, I'm legitimately happy.
That's it. That's all that matters.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we've been doing this for 2 hours and like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna play this track. Kahuna is the plug. Kahuna made this happen. The visuals on Invincible were incredible. What was your mindset on that video? And then can we play it? And definitely we're going to play it.
I love that question. That was the song that I went back. That when you said what's the go-to when you introduce Versvs to someone, that was the song. So that song touches upon like pretty much my life summarized in 3 verses, and a big part of that was my mental health and my OCD. I went through that for a while in my life, and the vision. I don't want to give like the plot twist in the video, but basically the idea of the video was having something dark that really reflected my mind state when I had the OCD, when I was dealing with it, and pretty much the demons that I had. That's the idea of the video. Yeah.
So that's an amazing segue. Let's get right into this fucking track. This track, Right Her, is Versvs Invisible official music video.
Back.
Let's go.
Nice one. Party.
Oh shit.
Running in circles, I try to see. You look right through, waiting for me. Can't face the truth, I don't know nothing. I'm just a
I was so damn invisible. Every second I was in class considerable. I confess that all my memories of friends are pitiful. I discovered I didn't fit with the mass, so cynical. I am Casper critical, it is something I regret. I wasn't feeling shit like I had nothing in my chest. Not blaming anyone cause I just wasn't in my best. Plus I know that OCD was really fucking with my head. So when there was a party they just didn't invite me. Now I'm looking at the mirror like, why don't they like me? My mom is getting worried and she's telling me nicely, but my buddy's coming over so she stops. Precisely how I confuse people, make them think I'm great. I get it, you don't want a hand cause the kid's so strange. I'm schizo, man, the party seemed lit though. Damn, in the movies this is the part where that shit go bang.
Oh. Just flames, man. Throw some fire in the chat, people. I want to see them flames.
Wait for me. Can't face the truth. I don't wanna believe. I'm just invisible.
Maybe I should move for university, join my dad in Canada, travel through adversity. I remember telling my mom with a little bit of fear, and she supported my decision but was holding back the tears. Mom, I promise that I'll visit, I'm doing this for my future. I know that not being with me is not what you're used to, but I need a fresh start, I don't want this shit to end. Honestly, I'll probably make a shit ton of friends wrong again. I've been walking on campus by myself 4 years, kinda lonely, not to talk about my health. Disease is getting worse and truly being brutal to me. Had to wear sunglasses just to hide what it was doing to me. Shit, so don't you dare talk behind my back now. Shut the fuck up if you don't know about my background. Sat down, wrote these lyrics until I passed out. They never wanted to talk, but now that I rap, wow.
Oh my God. Yo, pause it for a second. Yo, your internal rhyme schemes in this shit is fucking insane.
Thanks. Thank you.
I totally agree. Pen game is on like full and total display.
Try to see, you look right through. Wait for me, can't face the truth. I don't wanna believe. I'm just invisible.
I don't wanna believe that I'm invisible, but for them to see me, shit, I'd probably need a miracle. I discovered rap and I knew I'd reach the pinnacle. Who knew a kid who didn't speak could ever be so lyrical? Typical, the issue was that I was lacking confidence. Now I'm realizing rap exactly did the opposite. People see me more with every track, every accomplishment, but shit is getting weird and I'm thinking I should stop this shit, fuck. Cause all I want is a happy life, all I want is to enjoy the dumb shit you people like. All I want is to not be bored on my fucking mind, and the only way to feel better is to write a rhyme, but I'm here now. So be cautious, I approach. Died a few times, I will always be a ghost, and it's fine. That is simply what I represent. And if a ghost goes through shit, well, fuck it, it makes sense.
I love it. You guys got the bar. I love it.
Yo!
If a ghost goes through shit, come on. How do you not get it? You gotta get it.
That's sick.
Come on, though. That right there was Versvs, Invisible. Man. So I was like, the whole time we were listening to that track, it's like right there's like a little bit of Eminem, Slim Shady, Alter Ego vibe. But then like I'm thinking like Pen Game is a little bit like Webby, like you are a little bit like Logic, like you got like your own style, and like I don't know if these cats help influence you or you listen to them, but like you got a pen game that's top tier along the lines on the same level as everybody I just mentioned.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't like you no more. Versus, I really don't. You can't be doing that shit to me when I'm hearing your music. This shit was fucking crazy.
Thanks.
Oh my God.
Hey.
And the great thing about like music is the best thing about music as an artist myself, I'm like, oh, I don't like that song. It's old. But when new people get turned on to your music, the great thing about music is it's new to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
it
might be old to you,
of course,
or a song you released a long time ago, but the first time somebody hears you, yo, have you heard this new song? Bro, that's not a new song. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For them, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that song right there, it felt like it just dropped yesterday.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. But it didn't. So, and every song we played, I noticed that the pen game is always there. The bar patterns, syllable patterns, that shit's always there, but your flow is never really the same.
Nope.
Right.
And it speaks volumes of you as an artist. Like we were talking about that generic double time flow. When you hear those cats, every song sounds exactly the fucking same because that's the only trick that they have in their fucking bag. But we played what 5 or 6 of your songs just in the 2 hours we've been live, and every track we've played is different. No 2 tracks sound the same, and no 2 flows of yours. They may have been the same in pieces and places, but they're not the same.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I definitely try to differentiate it as much as I can every time I'm approaching a new beat or new song. Always try to make it different for sure.
Brother, I can't wait until you like fully 110% successful, bro. Because it's gonna happen. You're way too fucking nice for that not to happen.
Thanks, man.
But it takes that one. It takes that one retweet, that one share, that one whatever on TikTok. That I don't even know what the fuck they call it on TikTok. But
right.
It takes that one thing to get into the right ear for somebody to stop and be like, "Yo, hold the fuck on!" Like this guy is amazing.
No, it's like fact though. It's like fact. And it's great because, like, I just like Ray, I'm obviously gonna react to you. I'm a fan of the music. If you like hip hop and you like substance, which a lot of times is lacking right now, you have to be a fan of it. Listen to the lyrics, listen to the content. Like you've got something to say. You talk trials and tribulations. You've got shit to say. It's not like you're just talking about drip or talking about bitches or talking about the club. Like you actually got something to say.
Thanks.
See, my thing about it is there's some rappers.
I'm gonna stop gassing you up now.
I appreciate it so much.
Like what you just finished saying, Shakes. Like there's some rappers that they're good at one type of rap. Like they could just go and just bar you to death, but that's all they can do is bar you to death. They can't do anything else. Their flow, their cadence, everything is off. With you, it's more of you're all around a well-rounded rapper where you can get into your bag when it comes to talking your shit, but at the same time, you can make songs that is content packed that it makes motherfuckers want to sit down and then and be like, yo, he's speaking some real shit. So it's like you could get different type of shit out of your music, which I fuck with because I love rap. Rap is, to me, is number one.
Yeah.
But I listen to everything fucking else. It's not like I'm only stuck on rap. And when I can find a rapper that is, it could take me to different levels when I'm listening to it. That's what I'm looking for into a fucking good ass rapper. You got that shit there. You got that shit in the bag.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I can't wait to drop my new stuff and have you guys react to it and see what you guys think. I'm excited for all the songs that are coming now. I feel like I'm getting better and better. That's the goal anyways, right? Is improving. And starting June 17th, we're on a single spree where every 2-3 weeks there'll be a new song and content and music videos and TikToks and everything. So yeah, let's see where it goes from there. I'm super hyped.
So what Versvs is trying to say right now is there's going to be a lot of fucking reactions that I got to do.
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving you some work. Here's what
we're going to do. We've been running for 2.5 hours. So many people that are in the chat have stayed with us from beginning to end. At this point, it's the chill session. We appreciate you for hanging out, chilling out, vibing out in the chill session. When your album drops, you're going to do these singles and you're going to run these tracks. When your album drops, we got to bring you back and we'll shoot the shit and we'll talk about your album when it rocks, when it launches.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. We appreciate you very much for taking the time out of your day to hang out with us, to fuck with us, to rock with us. Thank you. Big Kahuna, we appreciate you for everything you did. You already know what it is, homie. Everybody in the chat, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. This is the Shakey Vibe podcast. I am Shakes P. That is Vibe Reactions. And this was your man Versvs. I'm going to post his link in the chat. Before I close this down, make sure to go sub up to your man.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for
You
having
already
me.
know.
Appreciate you, my brother. Like I said to every other person that came onto this podcast, you got the key to the house. You can come whenever the fuck you want.
I appreciate it. I'll definitely be back. I'll be back for sure.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, guys. We love you. We'll talk to you guys later. We are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.